Hi guys, welcome back.
Hello.
Denise will be joining us shortly. She's just getting home and getting settled in. So how was your day, Tracy? Uneventful?
Yeah, I spent most of the day with my mother-in-law, so that was nice.
Oh, that's good. Nice right before the holiday.
Yeah, she's great. I mean, I am blessed with a wonderful mother-in-law, so it was nice to spend the day with her. And we went to this little Polish meat market to get kielbasa and sauerkraut, so I can make that for Thanksgiving. So that was nice.
We always go to a little Polish market here too, but we get the fresh Polish sausage,
Mm-hmm.
not the kielbasa. Um, and we usually have that with like every holiday meal. Hi guys, whoever entered, welcome to the stream. Um, yeah, so we usually have that with like every holiday.
Yeah, we do both. It's like a mixture because half the family likes the fresh and half likes the smoked. So I do half and half.
um, our boys have always loved the fresh Polish sausage, and where, hi Kristen, not much. How are you tonight? Um, what was I gonna say? Uh, oh, where my one son lives now, they can't get it there. So, hi Rusty. Um, so whenever we go visit, we always have to get like 8 pounds, 10 pounds of it to take down to them.
Yeah, no, I texted my brother and I'm like, I got the kielbasa. He's like, awesome. He's like, are you bringing it over? I'm like, yeah, but not right now because he'll eat it. He'll eat the whole thing.
So you go to your brother's?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
nice.
Hi,
We go
everyone.
to high spinach. I don't know what it is, but spinach cracks me up. Even just saying or seeing the name cracks me up. So apparently, we rattled a few feathers.
Yeah, I seen that.
I just turned you up again, Tracy. Your volume went down again. Am I okay, guys? Am I loud enough?
Is that better?
Yeah. So we're on another roller coaster ride tonight with our Foodie Beauty. Yeah, it looks that way, huh, Kristen? Thanks, Rusty.
Yeah, she definitely the last two live streams has been in quite a bit of a cranky mood.
I know. I mean, I have mixed emotions about that because I would be cranky too with all that, coming at me all the time. But we know and she's back to being a complete nightmare. But we know, what's going to come back at
Yeah.
us. Yeah, or blah, 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 blah. We already know we don't see eye to eye with a lot of people on that, but yeah. So who knows? We got thrown our bone this early afternoon for an hour, which I have to say, it is kind of feeling a little bit like ALR when she is back with him and she comes live. It's like, oh, I gotta go live. Whereas when she's not with him, she wants to be live.
Right. And it's sad because her mood completely changes.
Mm-hmm. Even when she's like upset and like heartbroken and everything, her moods don't go from nasty to, you know, giddy and happy. But when she's with him, that's what it is. It goes from one extreme to another. But I guess we just have to wait until she knows and realizes it herself, you know?
Yep.
Sorry we weren't on yesterday,
it's
guys.
sad. And
sorry. I was sick yesterday. That's why we weren't on. So I'm sorry, guys. Just actually started feeling better tonight. That's why we're here. I liked that. Did you go back and see the sweater she bought?
I like that sweater.
I did too.
I thought it was.
The color was good on her too.
I thought it was a good color on her.
Yeah. Tracy's with me, Dumpster. Tracy is in Chantal. She's TTMR. And then Denise will be up shortly. Like I said, she's just getting home, so she's getting changed and settled in, and then she'll be up too. Did you guys see that there was a reaction to our last stream?
I didn't see the reaction.
Shut up, bitch. I refuse to Google anything you guys say tonight. Actually, I probably don't, just because it's kind of comical.
Yeah, I'm not Googling anything. Sorry. Not doing it.
Chantal has gasoline out of her car. Kristen wants to know, are you also X Tracy TX?
No, I'm TTMR.
Spelling is hard. No, you know what I said? I think the reason that I enjoy being on live is because I am a horrible typer. I am constantly making typos. And I get like irritated with myself at my typos. But you know, English is hard too. So is everybody on vacation yet for the holiday? This was our last day, so. What did you just do? No, I'm not. There, I think that Chantal was very interested in your stream. You should join us someday. Yeah, I doubt if she does, it won't be while she's with him, I'm sure.
I think it would be cool if she came on and joined us.
I do too. Absolutely, I would. I don't feel like we said anything bad about her. If anything, we're defending her, which is why we're getting flack from, you know, the rest of YouTube and Twitter and wherever else. Well, hopefully she will, but like I said, Rusty, I doubt that she will join as long as she's with him. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. What was I going to say? My husband just interrupted me. You know, my cheating husband. Apparently, we're all middle-aged housewives that are disabled with drug addict kids and cheating husbands.
My husband got a laugh out of that too. He was like, "Really?" I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they think we all are. That's all right.
Let them think what they want.
But anyway, I kind of enjoyed you. I'm going to give her a shout out. YouTube Reject did a reaction to our video, and I kind of enjoyed it. I was like super, super nervous to watch it, and I think she wanted to hate us, but I don't think she really hated us. So, I mean, I kind of liked it. I honestly took some, uh, like I got something out of that. Like for one, I think she said that at one point when I was saying, I don't have it in me to do reactions, I thought I was going to do reactions, but I don't think I will because I don't have it in me. And she said something about, me acting holier than thou. And if I came off that way, guys, I apologize. I would never want to come off that way. But I think that it's just like any YouTube channel, you have to find your niche, and that's not my niche. Hi, YouTube Reject. I was just talking about you. I enjoyed your reaction.
I didn't watch it. I'm gonna watch it after this.
I did watch it, YouTube Reject. I do watch some of the not so nasty reaction channels. I liked it, and I took constructive criticism from it. So Denise, are you here? I haven't heard you yet. Denise, are you here? I haven't heard you yet. Oh, I should have taken notes. Let me think. I don't know. Did you miss what I was saying? I think you might have just missed what I was saying. You said something about when I was talking about um, not being able to do reactions, and I said I just don't have it in me, and you said that I was coming off like holier than thou, and I apologize if that's how I came off because I didn't mean to come off that way. Honestly, all I meant was, I think everybody that has a YouTube channel has their niche, and reactions just are not my niche. My heart isn't in it. But like I have a crochet channel, and then I have a channel with a friend of mine. But no, that's fine. If you want to come up, the link is pinned to the top.
Oh, sorry, I was just moving my phone.
I don't know. Denise is having, I think, technical difficulties tonight. Uh-oh, there she went. Who else can we find out? Yeah, my camera's right there, but I'm not on camera now. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Sandra. Hi, who else? That was it. Hi, Meow.
Oh, that's better.
Welcome,
Now I
guys.
can hear.
Oh, I have showed my face. Oh, you mean Tracy?
No face. I'm not sure.
Oh, he won't come in here. He literally said he's boycotting our channel because we talked trash on him.
How do we talk trash
on him? Have we? You didn't. I did.
Well, I heard you said we.
My husband's getting all up in the business. Let me write down your so your channel is moderate carb making. I've seen you in streams before. Let me write it down. I can find you later and follow.
Sorry, Kristen.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, I'm gonna be obsessed with that name because that one's fun to say.
I wanted to say.
Are you? Oh, you're waiting. Sorry, I don't see you on stream. I don't see you waiting. Denise joined. Denise just joined. Oh, you know what? YouTube reject. Hold on. It's because
Can you guys hear me?
Let me put the
Denise.
when I went to start, the whole stream like crashed, so I had to start it again. So maybe it's probably a new link. Here you go. I can handle not always the nicest. I just honestly, like I've said before, I just really feel like there's a line. You know, I don't think that we have to be hateful, but I understand like the reactions and the criticisms. And Denise, can you hear? I can't hear you tonight.
Is she on there?
She's on, but I don't hear any sound from her. YTR, did you get the new link?
Guys, can you hear me?
Hi, oranges.
Hi, Denise. I can hear you.
Thank you, Sandra. Welcome. That last link that I put up should work. That's the one that Tracy and Denise are on.
Oh, I can't hear anybody.
Oh, there. Now I can hear you. Can you hear me? Denise? She does. You're right.
Danny, I can see your bubble
weird.
going, but I can't hear you say anything.
Let me message her.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, yeah. Ask Denise. Sorry.
That's okay. Denise, can you hear me?
I put it in the Discord for her. Apparently we can hear her now, but it's not. What's it doing? YouTube reject. I can always restart the stream. Thank you, Sandra. Do you think Chantal is visiting that, or I hate to say it, but I do.
I agree.
And I think she made it pretty clear without saying it that she was going to be, you know. Dumpster, that I feel you. Yeah. Well, I agree, Maven, because like I don't think that some of her members are really there because they like her. I think they're there because they don't like her. Okay, let me look. Yep, there you are. Yay! Hi,
Okay.
welcome.
Hi.
How are ya?
I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. Let me make sure everything's muted on the other end. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, it seems to be working now. It just took me a few a few tries, and but I'm here now. So
I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on Melon. Maybe that was the difference.
that was yes, yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Kristen, I was kind of paying attention to that this time just to see, and yeah, it that's exactly when it happens. No, you can speak honestly, Sandra. We may not agree, but that's okay. That's
Yeah. I was gonna say some of my people are in here, but they're good. I've seen them hop into, we actually had a run in with Bay Nation before, but they were nice and all this. So I've seen my people behave in chats and stuff where we disagree with things. But oh yeah, you were explaining kind of one of my points about the holier than thou comment. We can go over that if you want.
Yeah, I was just saying I didn't mean to come off that way. I just think that um, everybody that has their own channel kind of has their niche, and I've tried reactions and I'm not good at it. That's definitely not my niche. Um, that's all I meant by that. So if I came off that way, I apologize to anyone that I sounded like that too, because I really didn't mean to sound like that. But I can see where you would think that.
Hmm. That's fair enough. I mean, granted, I get it. Reactions aren't for everybody. In fact, there's a ton of channels that aren't that great at it anyway. But I won't say who, but definitely not me. I'm the best. No, I'm just playing. But uh, yeah. I mean, obviously, watching your stuff, there's obviously going to be a difference because I'm coming at it from somebody that has just had it with Chantal. Um,
Right.
I found her years and years back. It was, well, maybe not years and years, but her and BB were doing well. So I don't know how long ago that was necessarily, but when I first started watching her, I actually didn't care for just the straight up mukbangs. I liked the story times, the hauls, kind of like the vlog stuff.
Me too.
And then I started noticing like patterns in her behavior, and I started to I just got fed up over time. And then I just started getting really pissed off. And to be frank, one thing that she does that really drives me nuts is just like how she treats her own supporters, to be frank with you. I mean, that's where have we're just going to have to agree to disagree, because I really can't understand the mindset paying for her membership. Not even just because I don't like her anymore, but mostly because of the way she treats you guys. I know it hasn't always been exactly the way it is now, but it's gotten worse over time. Like, how do you see it?
Thanks, Oranges. I don't know if you're trolling me or if you're being serious.
Hold on.
Honestly, the whole support group thing was a big joke because people call us names and make fun of us and everything else. So it was just a big joke on that. My issue is how
I think
any of
it's funny.
these still have hope for her finance, her habits, and behavior. It's insane. Well, I can tell you just from my perspective, Maven, like I said on my last stream, I'm a slow learner when it comes to people, and I know that, and I admit it. Like, you can tell me this person is horrible, 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 and until I see it for myself, I won't believe it. I just won't feel it, you know?
Like, look, I get that on this platform, you know, there are going to be people that talk crap about other people, whatever. I can understand the mentality at first of like, you don't want to just listen to the crowd. If you like someone, you like them. Hell, I have people in my own community that, you know, feel that way with me. They gave me a chance, and even though my channel's small and all that, but my
No, but I liked I will say I liked your chat. I didn't talk, but I don't even know if I saw it live. I probably didn't catch it live. I don't remember actually, but I didn't speak just because I wasn't sure. This is huge for me, guys. When I came to YouTube, I promised myself I was not going to be my mousy, keep quiet, you know, kind of self, because that's usually how I am online. And I just kind of promised myself I wasn't going to be like that on YouTube. So when I first saw that you had a reaction to ours, I was like, my heart just sunk to my stomach, and I was like afraid of what I was going
Were you scared? Well, if you see me react to Chantal, it's probably best that you saw me react to you first, because I do go in on Chantal differently than I go in on you guys. So
yeah,
I'm just preparing you. I'm not the nicest channel in the world. However, you know, with Chantal, I've had it, and my channel is a place that I express that freely, because to be honest, there's nowhere that anyone really can. I mean, except, you know, channels that talk about it, right? I mean, it's probably, you guys probably wanted to have a place to talk about it as well, you know, in your own way, hence this, right? So,
right.
But here's what I was trying to ask you though, is like, do you feel like, because look, Chantal, you used to have free swim chats, like, you used to not have to pay to be part of her community. How do you guys feel that she, like, because look, okay, the memberships thing, I get it, YouTubers do it, but a lot of the time YouTubers will just do like extra streams for members, but they won't take away like just chat in general. And I want your take on how you feel about her doing that, and just kind of how you feel about just the way she's been acting lately toward, look, I don't care how she views me, because I'm a reactor. I don't expect her to like me. She struck me before. I don't expect her to treat me any good way, because I'm not unrealistic. A lot of channels will be shocked when Chantal doesn't like them. I'm not. I totally get it. But what I don't understand is kind of just like, what are your views towards her treatment of the VIBs, the subscribers?
I mean, I will be honest. Was it last night or the night before? The night that we kind of knew that she had been there all day, I was pissed. I'll be honest. I was pissed. But I just kept reminding myself, like, it doesn't affect me. So they're like, I can get irritated with her and everything, but there's really no reason for me to be mad at her, because it's not affecting my life. But like I said, with the live streams and like her, you know, like I keep saying, throwing us a bone, because that's how I feel it is. Like normally she would have been live like all day and all night half the time. And when she's with him, it turns to, let's squeeze in the VIBs for an hour, you know? And
you can tell she's not all, you can tell she's kind of not all there, like she would want to be somewhere else a lot of the time.
Right. Yeah. And that kind of, it's just not fun to be in there when her mind is consumed with him, you know? So yeah, I mean, I understand why people get mad and everything. I just don't, like I said, it doesn't affect my life off of here. So it's not worth it for me to get angry, because for me, if I harbor anger, it comes out in my family life, and that's not acceptable for me.
Yeah, I think that is actually good to hear that you keep yourself in check in that way. But you're one person, and she's got a lot of people, and you know, most of them, well, I won't claim that, but I'm sure there's plenty that are not keeping that in mind or keeping that in check. And here's the thing too, it's like, I guess people are going to differ on their views on this, but I just don't like, okay, so people have a
Hi,
lot of
Charlotte.
emotional, sorry.
That's right. I'm not good at the whole balancing the panel and the chat at the same time yet. So bear with
Oh
me.
no, that's fine. You can no, that's okay. It's normal to say hi to people, but I was just saying like I think something I noticed with people in Chantel's like memberships is they don't really understand why some people might be like emotional from her content and triggered, but a lot of people have had run-ins with the stuff she's exploiting.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My phone started talking to me.
Oh, that's okay. I was just saying that it's good that you remind yourself, it's not affecting your real life or whatever, but do you understand that not everyone is like mindfully doing that? And do you also do you also recognize that a lot of people have been affected personally by the things she exploits, and that's why they get probably a little more emotional than they even intend to because of what the kind of heavy topic she's exploiting.
Right. I do get it because like I said the other day, I got really ticked off, you know. Um,
Hmm.
and being that I am a survivor of domestic abuse, I, I I get where it could trigger some. For me, it's not that it triggers me. It makes me feel like because I know the brainwashing that takes
Hmm.
place during an abusive relationship. So I just keep thinking, she's going back because in her head she equates that to love, and until she gets to a point where she realizes that that's not what love is about, she's going to keep going back. And I don't know um, the whole drug thing and stuff. We covered that last time, but I don't know if she is or if she isn't, or if that's a deciding factor of her going back there. Or I really
Mm,
I don't know, but I know that a lot of people are feeling like that.
I am seeing a lot of signs of it
Me
now.
too,
Not
spinach.
in her, I'm not in her brain, but I've been exposed to several things, and I'm seeing a lot of similar behavior from the timeline that she herself gave us of being addicted to coke. And here's the thing, you don't have to know much about every drug, but something to keep in mind, you have uppers and then you have downers, okay? And we've seen her exhibit misuse of both types, where she'll be very like scatterbrained, even for, and I get she can be as herself, but there have been streams where it was,
Yeah.
dude, she was just on. I'm not going to get into my whole theorizing everything on your channel, but I've been around it. I won't say the exact one, but it's uppers. Or she'll abuse even just, how she does with the edibles, and she overdoes it. I'm not even against, THC consumption, but on the level she does, I worry about her driving under the influence and hitting. I mean, she already hit somebody. She could harm somebody else. That's the problem with Chantel. It's all about her. She's very
I
selfish
agree,
and she
Charlotte.
could
I
hurt
have had to
somebody.
do that too, Charlotte. Just a couple days away, I've had to do that too. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, take a
What is
break.
your?
Yeah.
Do you mind giving me your first name?
Oh, yeah. I haven't even told my subs that
Okay.
actually, but
Okay.
I
No,
go
I
by
understand.
YTR. Yeah.
That's fine. I understand. Um, yeah, I mean, I get all that. I don't, like I said, for me, it doesn't really trigger me. I get more, um, I don't even know what the emotion would be. I mean, it makes me sad that she doesn't see it because, like I had said before, when I was in my domestic abuse situation, I was young. I was only
Hmm.
16. So if I kind of feel like if I can get out at 16, I mean, I was young and immature and, I didn't I didn't really have anything to compare it to or anything. So I kind of feel like if I could get out at 16, she surely can get out at 37, especially being that she can support herself.
Well, as much as Chantal acts like she doesn't, like, as much as she has her bravado, as I explain it, as she does act very much like I'm confident even though I'm big, but that's a facade. She does not have the
I
confidence.
agree.
She does not have the self-worth. And here's the thing, some other people were telling her, oh, go back on Tinder. No, she'll repeat. I mean, he might not be as bad as this guy actually, but until she gets that kind of self-worth and all of that, she will exhibit these. I mean, she was at his house when he was in there trying to get in there. Like, she has she's exhibiting things that really show a lot of damage that she isn't even caring to work on. But anyway, so do you think that, something I'm curious of your perspective is, do you think that he's tied to the drugs as far as how she got them in the first place? Because I know people's opinion of that varies.
I do. I think he got her into it.
It would make sense of one of the things that's keeping her going back, I will say, because that's a factor if she can't let him go. Because when people party and do drugs together, they have this illusion that they're even closer. So
Yeah, I could hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, finally. Hi, Spinach.
honestly, I will say I was pretty glad to hear your points on him because, well, you guys are just a small group, but I am glad that you were talking openly about it because honestly, I didn't expect you guys to be as candid as you were about him. And I think that's also why I relaxed a little bit when I was listening, because I I see some comments in her chats that are like enabling, and I get it. If you guys say something she doesn't like, she may block you. So a lot of times you don't want to say something too, you don't want to be blocked, right? So you're riding a tough line of, if you choose to be honest, how honest can you be over there?
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you that I think that he's a horrible person and that she needs to get away from him. And I just don't know what's gonna finally be the thing that she just walks away and says, I'm done. And that makes me sad.
Yeah. I just think this is so toxic for her. It's so irresponsible. Like, I can't imagine having a following she does. She takes it for granted. She really treats you guys like shit, to be honest. I don't want her to see us and get mad at y'all. This is just my little opinion here, but I just can't imagine having that much response. I don't care what anyone says. Having a following that big, there is a level of responsibility. Creators can shrug it off all they want, but I just find it really reckless and really, just inconsiderate, the stuff she puts you through. She's got you guys on an emotional roller coaster. And I get, you remind yourself, okay, this is someone else's life. But it's like, I had to really separate to the point of moving into apathy, and even I get pissed off. So I can be a little harsh because I've basically told myself, do not care about this person for so long that I'm like, I'm over it. But I get a lot of you have been in her actively in her community. You're going to be more attached to even the community too.
Oh,
I just don't get how she can charge you all that much. Do you know that there are memberships that are even less money? Like, I can get she can charge you guys so much. I don't know. I'm just not cool about that.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I don't want to take over. Sarah's talking for a while, so I'm kind of like sorry about that. Um,
Oh, you're fine. No problem.
um, Maven's saying something that we've kind of thought about, and she said it's like watching a group with Stockholm syndrome with their community, but then you're also watching Chantal almost like with that with him. So it's weird. It's like this chain reaction kind of thing.
Smash, there is no John. You keep making us look up those ridiculous words that don't exist.
I was gonna say.
And that drug don't
You're
exist
trolling me.
either. Thank you very much.
Also-
The drug don't exist.
Also, when you guys started googling stuff, I thought that was really funny. I thought that was funny. That was a good little segment, by the way.
And I think we said at the beginning, we're not Googling any words.
Only pre-approved, like previously discussed panel
Exactly.
by the panel. Oh, that's funny. How long, do you guys think this will carry on for much longer? Like, what do you guys think?
I think she's in deep with him, and I personally don't see her getting out of this anytime soon. I think, you know, he definitely plays her like a fiddle, and
Mhm.
especially around payday.
Yes.
And
So you've all noticed that too, then. That's
Oh
good.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she entertains us as well. So, but we do see what's going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
So I don't think she's gonna be. I mean, it's definitely Christmas is coming up. You know, he's got to get some new stuff.
Oh my God.
That's just
Yeah.
but you never know. You don't know with Chantal. You don't know.
I don't know. She can be predictable, even though she's chaotic. She's a very interesting case study, I will say.
YouTube Underground, were you ever on Negs's panel? Your voice just sounds familiar to me.
YouTube Underground. Are they here?
I'm sorry. YouTube Reject.
Oh. I was not on Negs' channel. I was on someone else, and Negs was there. But I regretted that choice deeply. Deeply. Because the only reason why I went on that panel was to say I don't believe everyone should be striking channels falsely, and then people just started assuming I'm with this and that and the other, and I like to do my own, you know, I do my own thing, so, you know.
No, I have no issues with anything. Your name just looks familiar to me, and I can't remember where I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, I'm around, so, yeah. Yeah. I just don't, I don't know who's all in here. I don't want people, I'm not even friends with Negs, so I don't want that, you know, people to run with that one.
No, your name just looked familiar to me, and I couldn't remember where I seen it. That was
Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Damn it, I was gonna, oh, sorry, I won't cuss on your channel. I was gonna ask you guys something. Did you guys notice that every time they get back together, there's more restrictions for her?
Well, we said that when she goes back, we don't know how long he's going to keep her there. Like he left her there, kept her there for 2 days. I don't know how she's not afraid to go there, not knowing if she's going to come back home.
she might be afraid, but she's also very desperate and lonely and doesn't think that she can find better, sadly. So that is slightly outweighing the fear, I think, which I understand that I don't understand how that is possible, but that's my guess. Like, I don't know how someone can be more desperate than afraid, but I think that's what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree, like with Denise. I don't know how she even has the um, nerve to go over there anymore. I would be scared. I mean, but you know,
I would be, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
you guys know, everybody's heard stories about domestic abuse, you know, that has ended in the worst possible way. So, like,
Didn't she say she likes true crime? Like, how can you like true crime and willingly get into this? I'm so sorry. It frustrates me so bad. I just can't like understand that.
Well, I think she was, Sandra. I think she was pissed at Pete. Yes.
Yeah, she was already annoyed with him because he did the house tour showing she wasn't home.
We enjoy Pete's flubs on my channel. We like that.
That was like his way of saying, "Look, she's not here. Don't ask me anymore," without him saying.
Right. Exactly.
Do you think?
I mean, I kind of have to say, I low-key love it when he kind of shades her, because I think he's doing it, you know, for the right intentions. You know, I think he wants her away from there for her safe, or wants her away from him for her safety. So I think, and that has kind of made me sort of a little bit understand where Shannon came from, because I mean, I'm totally against what Shannon did, but when I see Pete's doing it, then it's kind of like, I'm like, well, maybe, you know, that's kind of their reaction, you know, because nothing they're saying is getting through to her, which nothing any of us says gets through, you know?
Yeah. I always tell my people, don't engage. People in their real life haven't made a breakthrough. Some handle on the internet's not going to do anything. And, you know,
really
anyone that...
Oh, I was just in chat. He said, did you guys know she was still talking to Karate Joe? Exactly. That's exactly how I think, Charlotte. His dominance is translating for her something. Exactly. Like she said, she kind of likes, you know, a guy that will take, you know, charge more than, you know, her other boyfriends did and everything. But this isn't taking charge. This is taking control, complete control. And he's being extremely abusive. So, I mean, her vision of it all is skewed, you know, because she still thinks that that's love.
And I what I don't like is that a lot of people disguise like abuse through, oh, I'm just dominant. Oh, this is a BDSM lifestyle. It is not. And she could find someone with a dominant personality that isn't abusive. And that's unfortunate because she's not learned in any of this, and she's already hinted some lingo that has very much disturbed me. He's definitely thinks he's some dumb and he doesn't know crap. So that's another conversation we've had to have at my channel, because I'm not going to even cover these topics unless I give someone a good resource of, if they are curious what a good example is, I give them a resource, because heaven forbid they see some of this crap and think that it applies. I mean, the whole gonorrhea thing. Oh my God, we had to have a makeshift health class on my channel. I'm sorry, but I was, you know, anyone can catch something. I wasn't, you know, but I was like, dude, you got to go get checked immediately. You know, I just wanted to spread the message, because that was worrying for me.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
she's
just set
living
it
out
out
a movie in her mind.
Well, I don't know why she was going to take the blame for it.
Yeah, that was troubling.
Spatty is not smart, he's manipulative. There is a huge difference, yet Chantal often talks about how smart he is. He's got her whipped. Yeah, I agree, Charlotte.
Yeah. He's got her thinking he's the smartest, though, and that is all he's got to do. So that's a problem too.
No, yeah, it's I don't know. It's like she doesn't see the thing. You know, obviously she's choosing to not see it. But Natter is not smart, but he's smarter than.
Sharon, who's Sharon?
Oh, they're calling her every name possible so far.
Oh. I was just confused. Actually, I like that Shannon's got a channel, but I'm on the flip side, so of course I'm gonna like that. But we did talk on my channel about kind of the way things happened, and really, I don't fault her for wanting to have a voice, but I think it would have been better to just do your own channel from the get-go,
My
Just,
thing with that
be
whole thing is
unattached.
just my whole thing with that is just that if they are both survivors, which they say they are, then do they not realize that blasting him on the internet didn't put them in harm, it put her in harm. So that's where my problem is. You can't claim, you're her friend and you're concerned and you're worried for her, but then put her in more harm. That's where I didn't agree. But like I said, I have seen Shannon on a couple other broadcasts and stuff, and I can see where she does still care about her, and I think she's hurting, and I think Chantal's hurting too as far as the Shannon thing. I don't think she'll admit it right now, but you can't lose a friend that you've been friends with for 20 years and not feel something.
Kristen says, but Chantal blasts him more than anyone. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, she does.
That's the thing with Chantal.
I feel like when she blasts him, that's when we're getting the truth. And I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. It's like that stuff is the truth, and then she guards that stuff with her life when they're getting along.
Well, and you see that pattern with people getting abused too. They'll once in a while, because they've been taking it for so long, they'll lash out and then rein it in because they feel guilty, and then and also, they'll act like it never happened. Exactly, and also something, and she takes it out on you guys because she gets more of an attitude now because you're the only people she can have attitude with now because Papa Nads is going to be pissed if she says anything.
Yeah, when she gets like that, you already know that she's having an issue with him.
Right.
Running straight to the hater is pretty low if you ask me. Well, I mean, there were a lot of channels that didn't let her on because they felt like they didn't want all of that on them. So,
I know, Sandra. A lot of people are mad about that because, she tells everything when they're not together. And then as soon as they get together, she says she's not going to say anything. Well, everybody's curious because you've already told everything. So, I mean, I get both sides of that. Yeah, I can see your point too, Kristen. I don't know. I mean, don't you guys ever meet somebody in person and you just get a feeling whether or not you like them or you don't, or you get and I didn't get a feeling with Chantal. Like I I might get a feeling that like, okay, I want to stay away from this person. You know what I mean? If I meet somebody and they're sketchy, whatever. I didn't get that feeling with her, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't wrong either. And I'm willing to listen to the other side, but as soon as it gets nasty and vile, my mind shuts off. Like that's not going to get through to me, guys. And that's my thing too with her. Some of them are so mean. What has that done? It hasn't changed her. It hasn't made her see things differently. So why don't you try a different approach, you know?
But define mean. Do you mean mean in her chat or mean on their own platform?
More so, I would say in her chat. Like she gets some really, really nasty people in there.
Because I was gonna say, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the nicest. Because if you go watch something, I don't want you to think I'm presenting myself different than I am. I'm very upfront. There are things I say that you'll probably think are mean, but I do that on my platform, and my message when we're on my side, I tell them like I don't go commenting, I don't go, I don't insert myself at all. I talk about her on my channel. That is it. I don't go over there. I don't go comments. I don't anything. So I can understand, you kind of having that view with people in her chat, but I think a lot of people, and I'm not saying I agree with this, okay, but I think a lot of people feel like if they're paying, they should be able to say whatever they want because she put that barrier there. And some people are probably salty about that too. And they're, amongst
I don't agree
all
with
the
that,
other
though.
stuff.
Like I don't subscribe to the whole, she told us, so it's all our business and it's all, fair game and blah, blah. It is, but not like, I don't know, like, first of all, like the speculation when, we don't know. We don't honestly know when she's telling us the truth or when she's not. I do think, I still stand by this, she's a horrible liar. So if she's lying, eventually her truth always comes out because she can't lie very well.
She is tells.
Huh?
Yeah, you mean like her tells and stuff. And
yeah. Yeah, you can usually tell if she's lying, and then, like I said, if she is lying, 9 times out of 10, I feel like she outs herself.
But that's just such a, like, I don't know, just hearing that out loud sounds so it sounds awful because it's like you're her audience and you have to sit there and sift through. Like, I just wish she would just, if she feels she needs to lie about it, she should just, but she won't because she's impulsive and compulsive. But it's like, okay, if you feel like you need to lie about this, then just keep it to yourself. Because again, it's putting you guys through so much, having to sift through this, go through that, and just being her therapist.
Sometimes I feel like it's those ones that are in there, like EG, and I'll shout you out again, EG. Even though you had no courage to actually speak to me, you had to, just go. Did you think that we were hiding this channel from Chantal? Like, I mean, hello, it's YouTube. I mean, and I said numerous times, we're insignificant. We're nobodies on this platform, but we weren't stupid enough to think we could hide it from her. I don't feel like we're doing anything wrong. And I honestly feel like if she watched, she wouldn't think we were doing anything wrong. But I mean, I could be,
She might if I'm on here. You might want to, unlist this one because I don't want y'all getting in trouble just for guessing me. So,
but see, that's my thing, YTR, is I don't want to run because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, run away with my tail between my legs because I'm worried of backlash. Like I'm, we're
I just don't want her to you guys. I don't want her to get, I don't want her to be like all worried about it, and treat you guys any less. That's all. But maybe not. Maybe she won't be that concerned about it,
Yeah. I mean,
they're just making a whole big thing about the support group. It was a big joke because she was missing for 2 days. And they're like, oh, look at
I actually liked it. I actually kind of chuckled when I heard the name. I actually thought it was funny. I mean, you can't fault you guys for really. I mean, I know the name is a joke, but in a way, we all almost have our own little support groups. I feel like on my channel, we talk about stuff together that's really like we can go from laughing to talking about some heavy stuff, but we're all there. Like, and I'm sure you guys kind of have that, your version of that here. So, in a way, really, whether it be whatever side people are on, they kind of form their own little groups in a way for that. As weird as it sounds. We need our own support group. Well, we have our class. That's our group, our class, our unofficial class. So, yeah. Just trying to read chat. I'm kind of not good sometimes at panels, so sorry if I'm a little weird, but
No, that's all right. Don't.
like streaming and paneling are different, you know.
I think the reason I don't think we excuse the lying. I don't know, Tracy, Denise, you guys, obviously speak for yourself, but I don't excuse the lies. I think that she lies so that she doesn't talk about it, and then people in the chat are just relentless trying to get her to talk about it, which, like I said, I understand because we're being told everything, and then all of a sudden, we're shut off, and we know we're not being, we're not entitled to know anything then. So I don't know.
I mean, we know she's lying. 90% of the time, we know she's lying.
Right.
I was glad to hear you got. Well, we don't know what the other VIBs are like, but I'm reading your chat too. I am glad that at least some of y'all at least know that she's lying. Because, dude, sometimes I'm reading her chat and it's like a bunch of complete. I don't know if people are acting like idiots to not get blocked or if they just are straight up stupid. Some of the people in there, I don't know, but there are a lot of people in her chat that don't have the best intentions either, guys. Because
Absolutely.
When
she went on her rage say block, and I'm like, yeah, do more.
well, there are people that when she's upset and they know that she's worried about her, wait, what do? Chantal, go. It's one thing if she decides to eat because she wants to. It's another when they're telling her, even when she says she's not hungry, go eat here, go eat there, go eat there. What are your thoughts on those people?
They irritate me. Last night stream that I watched this morning, they kept saying order food, order food, order food. And I was like, it's 2:00 in the morning. Don't order food. And she didn't because everything's closed. But when people start with the Lakmas and McDonald's and this and that just it annoys me. I don't know why, it just does.
And then they're like, well, you get gas station snacks and you get this and that. And she's like, I don't want to eat.
They kept going with it too. Yeah, the gas station snack. I saw that too, and I rolled my eyes, like actually physically. I was like, are you for real right now? I think there are people in her chat that are very disturbing and they want her to eat herself to where she can't do anything anymore. And I definitely think so.
Well, it's like when they repetitively ask, were you there? We know she was there. So why do you keep asking? You know she was there. She's not going to say she was there. So enough.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand people want her to just admit it. Because here's the thing, a lot of people don't like being lied to. You know?
Absolutely. But they should know by now.
Yeah. I mean, it is Chantal. If you've been watching her for a while, I mean, some of them do act a bit brand new to it. I mean, I'm not that shocked when she lies. I just hate it. But yeah, a lot of people act like it's the first time she's ever lied. Sorry. Didn't she eat 50 of those lakmas? 50?
Somebody was counting them. Just one of them is so full of stuff. I'm like, oh my God, how is she even eating
Yeah.
it?
And I do have a sweet tooth, and I felt sick even looking at all that. Like, I mean, I keep it in check, but still, like, I love some chocolate, you know. But like, yeah, they were just dripping. They were just dripping with chocolate, and just I can't believe she didn't throw up. How can she? Like, I guess she's a bigger person, so she can eat more, but how does she not throw up when she eats so much of, like, especially one thing, and especially something that decadent? I don't understand. I don't know. That's wild. She ate 120 lasagnas within 48-hour period for real.
Can you imagine, just for, for example, can you imagine eating 250 to 400 milligrams of edibles? I don't know how she isn't, like, completely passed out, dead to the world when she does that. Like, that is
Yeah.
a lot.
Didn't you
I've
go to
asked
like
people.
700 one night?
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
I've asked people that are more experienced and smoke all the time, and even they were like, "Whoa," they couldn't believe
Yeah, I asked someone too, and they were like, 200 is
it.
usually sufficient.
Yeah, yeah, and that's like someone that smokes a lot. So I don't.
I could never even do like maybe 30. I could never do even close to 200 or 400 or whatever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
don't smoke. I tried
I
it
agree
years
with you.
ago. But
I agree with you, Kristen. Like, I was just thinking the silly things you think about when you're like showering and stuff. But I was thinking about that in the shower today. I'm diabetic, but I'm treated. So my A1Cs are normal because I'm stabilized, But I'm not going to go to my doctor and he's going to say, "Oh, your A1C is perfect. It's in the normal range. I'm going to take you off all your medicine." That's not going to happen.
right. I had to ask people about, diabetes a lot because I don't know, right? So it's funny through this whole thing. It's like we're all Googling different things and like
Right?
cross-referencing everything.
It's
But that's
education,
the right
guys.
thing, Googling words we never thought we'd
Right.
Google.
It's an after-work special,
Wouldn't that be nice though if they just said, "Hey, let's take you off everything," and when
I
you're
agree,
healthy, it's
Sandra.
normal?
Mm.
Well, I'm sorry, Tracy. What?
I said, wouldn't that be wonderful if they just said that? Like, hey, you don't need your insulin anymore. You're cured.
Right. I mean, luckily, I've not had to be on insulin. I'm just on oral meds. But like I said, I'm normal range because I'm treated. If you take me off my medicine, I'm not going to be in the normal range anymore. So I am, I got a little perturbed with her because she kind of acted like he didn't even mention the diabetes. I have never, since I've been diagnosed, never been to any doctor that has not mentioned the diabetes. I mean, if I go to my dermatologist, he mentions it.
Well,
So
she might be saying that because she doesn't want to talk about it, though.
Yeah, that's
Hi,
fine.
untouchable.
If you don't
You
think
know,
about it, you don't have it.
right.
right. She does that a lot. She's very much, she likes fantasy more than reality. I don't understand. I don't understand why, but
And Shannon said that she was the bully in school.
Oh,
I was
really?
gonna bring it up that she wasn't someone without friends either. She was in with the
Yes,
group of
Kelly.
kids that were popular, so it doesn't even make sense that she would have the mentality of being this much of a people pleaser when she grew up fairly normal. She had friends. She grew up in a nice home with, whatever, and I don't know. She still turned out like pick me, pick me. I don't.
Barb Maven, that's great. That's great news. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah. See, I've gotten taken off 2 or 3. I was on like 4 medicines for diabetes, just oral meds. But I've been taken off too because I am slowly losing, which is, bringing my numbers down. So, you can, people think, which there's no cure for diabetes, but you can reverse you can go into like a remission where, if I lost enough weight, if I got healthy enough, I probably could go off all my meds. I'm down now, like 2,
Mm-hmm.
When she went to the doctor and he didn't put her back on Ozempic, she said she thinks he looked at her blood work from last year. It wasn't even the recent one.
Hey, do you guys think she got her therapy appointment in today?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure she went to therapy.
And even if it's telehealth, you guys
They had
figuring out
group therapy. They had.
when he's sitting right there. I'm
Right.
glad you guys brought that thing up though, because I had heard people talking about the therapy and we roll our eyes at the mention of therapy on my channel, but I did say it's possible she could have. But here's the thing. Yeah, she's not going to want to even do telehealth around him, even if she's not physically going somewhere, even if it's telehealth, she's not going to want to do it if he's there.
Exactly.
So it makes sense to me she's not going to do it if he's there because, yeah, why would you? Why would you do therapy around your abuser? That's stupid. So, but I wonder if she's even doing therapy. A lot of people wonder that because they're not seeing improvement. However, I have known people that have been going to therapy for a long time with no improvement. So it's definitely possible, guys. And it does take time and people willing to. I mean, if you have a lying problem, that's also an issue with therapy because if you're not, hopefully if she is in therapy, she's being honest with the therapist, I hope. But
yeah, untouchable. I don't think she's ever physically been to a doctor's office other than the STD issue.
Well, and here's the thing with the therapy. She scheduled this appointment as an emergency appointment because of the breakup. But now by the time today came, they were back together.
Oh, yeah. No emergency.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the doctor, though. If she's doing drugs, okay, she's not going to want to go to the doctor because they're going to see it in her test results. Now, I'm not telling you guys, to accuse her of this, but there are theories going on about the drug use, and that is something people haven't mentioned otherwise, and I do bring it up that just because a lot of people don't know that, and she might be scared that if she goes to the doctor, they'll see the in her blood, and even just it can show up on a lot of tests. But here's the thing, they can't arrest you for things you've already done. A lot of people avoid going to the doctor when they do use, and you can't, please go to the doctor anyway, even if you're doing naughty things like that, because they're not going to throw you in jail for having it in your system. If it's in your hand, they can, but so I do wonder if that's a factor or not. It might not even be a factor. It's just a theory, It's just something I wonder about and worry about because I've known addicts that literally will have some serious things wrong with them and they will avoid going because of that. So.
Did she say she had a nurse come and take blood or do something, or was somebody just saying that?
She did when she was getting tested. What was that for, you guys?
They have to
for the STDs.
Yeah, it was for the STDs, and she didn't answer the door or didn't pick up the phone. Because it was like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and that's when she did that picture on, I can't remember if it was YouTube or her Instagram, where she had the tape on her elbow area, so she got blood work done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure.
People are saying you can't test without permission. I'm aware of that, but I'm saying that's why she's not going in general, because if she knows it's in her system, then there's no point to go because she wouldn't give them permission if she was there. That's my point.
Guys, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta use the bathroom.
You guys are correct, yes.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Without your
she didn't want to wait in
line. That was wild. I was so mad. I was yelling at I said, go ahead, just stand there, just do it. I was like, why would you not?
We said, because we're in the office the whole time, and then all of a sudden she's back at the car, and I'm like, did I just miss something? And she's like, I'm not waiting.
I knew that was too quick, so I was like, I was like, no. When she just came right out, I was like, oh no. So you think it was dormant in her throat? No, I'm just playing.
I mean, come on. The things that she comes out with, I'm like, we know he gave it to you. I mean, you want to stick up for him, that's one thing, but that story was ridiculous.
Oh, I don't think she got blood work done, honestly, because it
No.
doesn't take several weeks for blood results to come.
No.
I mean, unless
She
it's
didn't
like
get
a
it.
specialized blood work that they send out, but even that,
I mean,
just general blood work, it's not going to take that long.
no.
I don't think there's a micropene either.
I don't think so either. I was going to ask about Poopa Man, but you just said it. We would have known. Are you kidding me? If she would have fooled around in the car with him, we would have known. She talked about even the guys that she only did video calls with for Tinder. We heard about. Chantal, she's so wild. Micropene. Oh my god.
She did have the medicine, but they would have prescribed that because he was tested and he was her partner. Oh, so they would have just given her the medicine because they knew he had it? Untouchable?
How can you guys stand being lied to like this, though? Everything out of her mouth is a lie. So I'll just be honest. I notice a lot of the things that you guys are saying, but I also know that when I was in an abusive relationship myself, the abusers isolate you from everybody around you. They take basically everyone out of your life so that you feel like you have no one, so you won't leave. So, I will, continue to support her and everything as far as, being there. And it's not, like I said before, it's not like she knows me. It's not like we talk off of YouTube or anything like that. But I do feel like victims need to feel like there's somebody out there that is going to listen to them or support them emotionally or whatever if they're going to leave.
Right. All she has is Pete's left, basically.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to support her, and I'm going to sound like a crazy person, but I'm addicted to her. Like when you get into a TV show and you can't wait for the next season to start? Yes. I can't not watch her.
Well, I mean, even a lot of reaction channels admit to it. I mean, she sucked us in, even though we're on the flip side. I mean, we're still trying to see where this is going.
Like when I get an alert, I'm like, what is going on today?
Sandra, she did not give him no STD. That was, that's just, proves his manipulation. Like, he had her convinced that she gave it to him. Like,
yeah, it was clear to me. It was clear to me who gave it. It was clear. And it was definitely his manipulation tactics to further than, and she said she always talks about him like he's the smartest person in the world. That's not by happenstance. He's setting that up. He's creating that image in her mind. It's part of the abuse. Like, I know best. I like that kind of mentality of like, he'll tell her and she just go with it.
Maven said, we're not saying don't support, just do so with eyes wide open. And I think, well, I would hope that you guys have seen that from what, Tracy and Denise and I have said and talked about, that we do see it. But there is a part of me that has to look at it like a show, whether it's scripted or even reality shows are not reality, So I guess
I don't
that's
think
where,
Chantal could script it, but
No.
exactly. I don't either.
There are channels that theorize it, but I'm like, I've been watching for too long. I already know this. Besides, there would have to be a lot more. There would be tells if they're working together, and Pete would have to be in on it, and he just like outs crap on his own. I mean, there's too much for it to be. We would have. There's no unity there. Okay, there's no. I've watched shows that were very YouTube and scripted, and you can tell. And this is just too chaotic and sporadic, and a lot
is.
of people, are baffled by it. But here's my thing though with supporting her, where I have an issue with it. Okay, I get what y'all are saying. My only concern is just, and I know you guys don't want to just. I know when you're talking about it, you didn't want to really say or whatever, which is fair. But I am like, I think she's using, and I feel like people that pay to her are. I get it. She can be buying. She has to survive too, But I just feel like who knows how much money is being spent here. I mean, she talked about spending a crazy amount in the past on this stuff, and you guys have no idea then. She could be doing it to you now, or at any timeline, right? Within this bracket.
Well, I suspect that something's been going on this week because she hasn't been eating.
I
And she lost a lot of weight this week.
Yes, there is no. I was debating on talking about that, but okay, yeah, there is no way that she could lose. If she's not fixing the scale, then there is no way she can lose weight like that. If she's not doing upper speed, whatever. It's just, and I'm using general terms because I'm not going to claim like I know
Yeah.
the exact thing, but you know, um, we do our little jokes of this or that, whatever. But yeah, I always say, hey, it could be a variety of things. But I worry about she really doesn't have moderation, and it doesn't seem like she does
Exactly right. She doesn't know when
either.
to stop.
She could have a heart attack if she's doing uppers and she's her weight. That is scary. Actually, people have heart attacks even when they're small and they do that stuff, but the risk is higher just due to, her weight
Right.
as well. It does increase the risk there.
Right.
And it's like she doesn't even think about that. That could happen on a stream. Do you know how many people would be
Oh my
traumatized by
God.
that in her channel who would need therapy just seeing that on a stream? I'm
Yeah.
not saying like, that's on you guys. I'm just, I've thought about this. I'm just, these are thoughts.
Well, and like people keep saying that she's exploiting domestic violence, and see, I look at it more like it's real coming from her. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I feel like it's not, to me it's not exploiting it. I think it's like showing people this is what happens. You know what I mean? Like it's a real thing. And you really do get, brainwashed and manipulated into, doing things you wouldn't normally do, saying things you wouldn't normally say, et cetera.
Right. She's not seeing it like that. She's seeing it as this is her relationship and this is how it
Right.
is.
Right.
So you're saying she's not necessarily intending to, it's just an outcome, like a
Right.
consequence,
And
or
I
I
and I
mean,
think it's and I
cause and
think it's a
effect
matter
per se.
yeah, and I think it's a matter of perspective, whether you see it as exploitation or you see it as a warning. Like I see it as a warning, but that may be because I've been through it. I know, I can see it, look at it, know what it is.
I feel like it's exploitation, but I get where you're coming from. I think the money aspect makes me feel more like it's exploitation. Uh, Well, and also because of how long it's gone on, I guess. But I do get what you guys are coming from, and I can, I guess, compromise on the concept that maybe she's not like maliciously exploiting this, that it's a by result, basically, like a byproduct almost. But she is getting positively reinforced with money, which makes me, that's really not a good thing, but it's just going to continue. So that's just, you know,
Yeah, it's just very sad because I wish she would see it like everybody else sees it and just leave him.
But like I said, now I'm that same way. You can warn me off of somebody, but I need to see it to believe it. Like I need to be. It's probably
it was so crazy from the beginning, though. Like, would you see a man if you walk in the door and there's a mattress on the floor?
And there was a girl
And
in the
she,
kitchen.
I
yeah,
personally,
she, oh
I
man,
personally would have been
oh,
afraid in that apartment. But
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, well, here's the other thing too. She said, "Oh, you're all caught up on the mattress. You guys are shaming people." No, she missed the mark. It's look. I've known people that are poor and they only have a mattress. It's the fact that you weren't allowed to sleep in the bed with him. You were literally on another area. Like that is crazy. Like people that do that, I've only heard of it a little, and the people that do that, like.
And he offered her a threesome also, Kristen, on the first date.
Oh yeah, he wanted a train. He even said a train as well. He said he first started with threesome to test the waters. She, being stupid and naive, said, "Oh, maybe I have a fantasy like that." Not thinking about no, he means it for real. Like he's got the numbers ready. He's got a picture of a D on his phone. Like he's and the woman in the kitchen was calling him a player. That doesn't sound like it's been
Right.
over. Like how I can't believe that. Look, I get that people can sometimes fall for the wrong person. It's not like I've never done it in my life, but this was like insane, even just the setup for it. Usually the guy will at least woo you or something. Usually he'll create an illusion of what the relationship might be like, you know. Even if he doesn't have a lot of money, he's still gonna like create a picture for you. That's partly why girls, women, you know, whatever that go through this get hooked, right? There was none of that. There was none of like the creation of,
Right.
you
There's
know,
no romance
future
and
faking. You know, that's future faking is what they usually do. And that's the setup of, ooh, you know, this is what our life will be like kind of thing. That's what a lot of abusers at least will go through the motions to do. And there was none of this. None of this at all.
now see that's
Very.
I kind of feel like I felt like this all along. I feel like because hasn't it come out about his like Tinder profiles and
a million
different
times.
yes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he puts right in there BDSM, right?
He puts BDSM, he puts swinging, he puts you know, threesomes. He puts like men, women, whatever. Which I don't care what someone's thing is, but at the same time, he's also said all this problematic language, and it does sound like maybe guy's got some internalized issues he got to work with because he obviously will screw, you know, a man, but then he's going to talk bad about whatever. So the dude's a little messed up. Well, not a little, you know, but I mean, the profiles are crazy. We reviewed them on my channel, and I did say, I mean, people saw these. You know, I don't know. I'm just showing what, you know, we're looking at it because it's public now. But I was just like, people were trying to say, oh, they could be fake. They're not. We
Well,
knew from the get go, man. Or do
I
you
feel
think
like
it? I guess I should ask, but
I feel like he was looking for BDSM, and I think that she looked at it more as a relationship when all he wanted was that. You know what I mean? He didn't
mhm.
want an actual relationship. I feel like he wanted that BDSM relationship type thing, type deal situation, whatever.
ALR.
Yeah.
Well, he also doesn't know what he's doing because even if that's what you want, you are supposed to make it clear and
Right.
set up the parameters of that.
And
So,
there is a channel that has called him, on that too. And I know, Charlotte, was it you that was saying
Right.
in the chat.
Untouchable. She probably had no idea what half that stuff meant on his page.
Knew but had no idea what she was actually signing up for. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel, Samoans. I just feel like it was meant, like for him, he was looking for that. She met him. She was infatuated with him. She saw it as so much more than what he did.
I think he was looking for that, but I also think he was willing to look for someone that he could get money off of too. I think he had a couple of things going on that he was open to, because here's the thing, she's the mark. She's exactly, like either way, even if she would have taken the bait and wanted that relation, or like the BDSM stuff, he would have ran with that. But even if that's not going to be the case, what's he doing now? So like he saw her as a mark for that too, right? That's why he's pursued all this.
Right.
Because he could have like if all he wanted was just like the BDSM stuff, he would have bounced if he would have found out like, oh, this is more trouble than it's worth. You can find someone else that kind of like knows the deal with it and move along here, or find some other person. But I think he really liked that she is naive about a lot of things, and he really liked that he's gonna show her, but he's not going to show her how it really works. He's going to show her his brand of it. And that's
then
the
he
problem.
found out she had a YouTube
people,
channel, and
yeah,
and
it all changed. Yes. Dude, she should not have told. Okay, one thing the VIBs did that really pissed me off when they first met was, and I won't pin it on y'all because I don't know what your perspective was at the time, but she talked about meeting him, and then she was like, oh, I didn't tell him what I do for work. And all the VIPs are like, you got to tell him. You don't want to be
no, we didn't want you to know, because then she would start talking about him.
Me. Well, here's the thing, too. You don't need to tell, and this goes for anybody, because we're talking a lot about safety and dating and all of this. And I said, you don't owe to tell anyone on a first date your job. And if you do, you can tell them, oh, I'm in the restaurant business, or be vague. Don't tell them the company. Don't tell them where it is or whatever. A first date, they're still a stranger. You don't know them.
Exactly.
And you do not owe them telling them anything. And people gave her a hard time when she told them, I'm a social media personality or influencer, however she put it. I actually thought, that's fine. That's all you got to tell them. Don't tell them the platform. That's still a little much. But leave it there. Don't tell. She gave him her channel right away. I was like, and I thought like, I was wondering about that because she told him, but I thought she would have kept that a little bit till later, only because of the content. Like a guy might run if they see that, but she has no shame, I guess. She doesn't, not that people should be ashamed of, some things you should, but I mean, I guess she never gets embarrassed, but I was just kind of like, to protect yourself, you shouldn't be giving this man your handle, and he knows all about, especially because she shows so much of her life, and at the time she was live streaming like 24/7, and I was like, girl, what the are you doing? So yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's ever had these kind of safety kind of chats with her.
Right.
Like, I was going to say who is her mom, but I don't want the answer to that, and I do know who is her mom, but I'm like, look, why isn't her mother ever talked to her about this stuff? I get they had an up and down relationship, but I had with my mom, and my mom still told me stuff like, just kind of safety measures. And it's like, I don't know.
Untouchable. He definitely is telling her to go there. Her phone was ringing off the hook yesterday mornings, and she was looking at the phone like she was pretending she didn't know who was calling.
Oh, yeah, that face drives me nuts. Girl.
Who could be calling me 4 times early in the morning while I'm in their neighborhood?
And she's not even smart about it. You can put your phone on silent or change the ringtone or something. Like, we all know, and she's got a special ringtone for him, and we already know what it is.
We know exactly.
Like, yeah, she's there. She's there. There's no question.
Because she's not taking us for the drive like she normally would. So she's going down her long road, and she's getting there, going to whatever coffee spot she has. That way, when she's done, she's 5 minutes away.
And think about it this way. What do you think of this? Because she was talking about, oh, I need to, she goes through her cycles about, I need to have a schedule. And then she thought about, oh, well, I want to do these coffee streams in the morning. Yeah, because she can do them on the way back home from his place. She's trying to act like it's a channel move and I'm trying to be a YouTuber. No. We know that you don't want to do the night streams as much because then you can be over there hitting the mattress. And then she can, on the drive of shame, when she's going back home early in the wee hours, she can do the coffee. Like,
well, that's what had me a little bit aggravated, is because, like I said, she just throws us a bone. Like, it feels a lot like ALR. Like she's getting on just to throw us that bone, and she can't wait to get off.
She treats y'all like you're dumb, for real.
Yes, yeah.
I can't imagine getting away with. I would never do this to you guys. Any y'all that are in my chats, I see some of y'all in here. I would never do this to you guys, so don't take it this way. But if I ever talk to my people like that, they're not gonna let me treat them like that because they got some self-respect. I'm either gonna have them yelling at me in the chat or they'll be logging off completely, like unsubbing and stuff, because and I wouldn't want it a different way because I like having that mutual respect between us. But I just, like, she doesn't have a healthy relationship with you guys just because she feels codependent. If she streams all the time with you guys in the past, that doesn't mean it's healthy relationship. She hasn't built her relationship with her audience in a healthy manner at all. You can be close to your audience and still have respect between you and some boundaries, and also, like, even have some you time that you need without making the people that watch you feel like crap, right? I wish she would implement that.
Yeah, Sandra, as soon as she says she doesn't know when she's going to be home and she's so busy and she can't do a schedule, we already know he's back.
Ugh. Like, can you imagine staying with the person that gave you an STD? Oh, Lord.
I can't imagine being, like, she's always saying she's so stressed. Honey, you're stressed because of him. When she's home, even, like I said, when she's home, you can just see herself come out. You know what I mean? She's comfortable. Even if she has those occasional bouts of crying and heartbreak and everything else, but at least she's in a place where she feels safe. I don't understand spending so much time somewhere where you obviously are not feeling safe.
When they're apart, you could tell that she looks calmer and less stressed out.
Yeah, the argument's still raw, bada bing. I'm not over that. Y'all really sent me on a trip. You guys gaslit me, okay? You're telling me my spice didn't exist, and meanwhile you're telling me about something else, which I wasn't denying the existence of. But y'all changed the topic. Anyway, actually, let's not continue that. It's raw.
Don't go down that hole.
Yeah, it was a hole, for sure. We still have fun in today's stream, so we managed. Yes, too soon, please. I'm gonna find that label and y'all will be apologizing. You best be sure. And that'll be it.
Did you find your pumpkin pie? YTR?
Oh,
yes,
I didn't get it yet. I'm gonna get it tomorrow, so it's more fresh. But yeah, I'm gonna get it tomorrow. Yes, but I got it picked out where I'm getting it. I'm excited. I love pumpkin pie. So anyway, yes, priorities is about the pie. Where were we? Yava said something that's funny. She said, "We're all fatties, and you skinnies in here, you're fatties at heart." And I mean, yeah. If we're sitting here watching this, there must be a little fatty in us all. And I don't say that to be a way. It's just funny. But, I do think, something to detour, though, I do think the girls don't understand that it's not all, like, people don't have issues with them just because of their weight. And I don't think the girls, I mean, there are people, but I mean, sure, we'll do jokes or something, and I'm not saying that's always right, but my channel's so small, she's not gonna see it, so whatever. But in any case, like, the girls act like if people are smaller, then they don't relate or that they haven't gone through their own stuff. And we talk on my channel all the time about, like, just because somebody seems like they're, oh, the skinny privilege or whatever, like, there are people that bust their hump or manage what they're eating. And I wish that Amber and Chantal and the other girls would realize that, like, you want people to not judge you by your cover, but please don't do that to other people, because you can look at somebody, that seems like maybe they don't struggle with it, but they do. And the girls just don't extend that to other people. That, I don't know how your take on that is, but it's something I think about.
Well, I kind of wanted to start this because I feel like there needs to be like a, bridge the gap, like, basically, so people see that we're not idiots. We're not, we're not just like up in the clouds and not know what's going on,
We're called idiots by every reaction channel on YouTube.
Right.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we see the chat, and I'm sorry, but not everyone's operating on all functions over there. Okay, I'm not gonna say this because I talked to you guys that I'm gonna be praising Chantal's people. I'm sorry, but I am glad that at least you guys are having these conversations. Your chat is talking with you guys about it too, so they're, so that is good. But I think it was actually, I was very surprised to see the channel, to be real. I mean, I never thought, I heard about this support group thing, and I thought it was like some Discord thing. And then I saw it was on YouTube, which I think is actually a good move, because either way, Chantal's going to hear about it, and it's going to seem worse if you are pretend or like trying to keep it, having it just up here, who knows with that, but I think it's a better move. You got nothing to hide. You're just doing it out here. So I think that's better than doing some Discord thing, because y'all know she's going to find out anyways.
Right.
I emailed her about the channel. I told her that we had a channel, and what it was about.
Okay.
So we did look, shady.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
She doesn't own YouTube or the internet, but that is very kind of you to reach out to her.
I mean, if she read it, that's another thing, because she's very busy right now. But I did,
well, you still cover your
know.
bases. you cover your bases.
Honestly, Maven, when the first stream we did, I was ready to jump back because people were coming in here kind of going at us at first, and so I was ready to like kind of jump back and defend ourselves. But then I was like, no, because there's something to be said for both sides talking, So then I kind of, pulled it back a little bit and started talking with you guys, and we had fun. We got off and we were like, that was such a nice talk, even though we were coming from opposing viewpoints.
Yeah, I mean, well, some people are just more on the tough love spectrum, It's not that. I've even said it in the past that whether it be the people in Hater Nation, the antis, that's why I can't stand the antis, because they act like they're better than everybody. You're bullying her, you're whatever, but they're saying they're antis or whatever. Well, at the same time, they act like they're, I don't know, they're just weird about it. I don't know. They always act like, I just ended up here.
Madison,
like,
I know.
Well, no, you didn't. So in some way, we all got sucked in, which has something to be said about we all relate in some way, one way or another. We're all watching for the show or whatever the case may be. But I don't know how the channel will be received by the others. Well, not that I'm even in the group anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I did find the concept very interesting when I saw the channel. And actually, I thought it was going to be, y'all. Well, and you did say it, and I kind of laughed a little because you're like, I know you want to date us.
What? I didn't understand that. What?
Oh, sorry. When you said, you're like, when you first clicked in, I knew you wanted to dislike us, and I kind of laughed because I mean, I
Yeah,
still
I've said that numerous times. I was like, she wanted to hate us, guys. She really wanted to hate us.
I have a few subscribers that started out that way over on my side, so I get it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I mean, I followed Chantal for a long time, but I didn't hardly use my YouTube very often until after Periscope shut down. So then I started, well, not when we found out Periscope was going to go down. So about this time last year, we learned it would close.
Periscope's gone.
I'm sorry.
Periscope's gone, really?
Yeah, they closed. They shut it down April 1st. It just basically moved to Twitter. Everybody does, spaces on Twitter now, but but so I didn't really use my YouTube a whole lot. And then when last year at this time when I started watching it more, I would go into a lot of the reaction channels and I would watch Chantal too. But I'll be honest, some of the reaction channels drew me more to her channel.
That's what happened to me. I found her on DC Media Girls channel because I watched her all the time. And I was like, I need to subscribe to this woman.
I couldn't stand her at first. I don't know what it was, but she kind of rubbed me the wrong way at first. But now I don't mind her so much. I don't know. I probably had it in my head originally, that the reaction channels are just, horrible people. You really do have to go into their streams and watch because not all of them are like that.
Sometimes it helps to know, well, I know you guys might not care to do this, but sometimes it helps to know the backstory. All reaction channels have their different reasons. There are some that did see it's popular and they're going for it, and I won't drop names here, but you can.
I know already who that is.
But but anyways, there's a couple, but you can tell the ones where there is something about this that has gotten them fired up. Even if they're not saying what you like, there's something that's hitting them,
Yeah.
My mom was an obese person. She, has spending problems. She hoarded. And there's some things that really but not even just with Chantal, but with the girls in general, just different things with the girls remind me. And, my mom's very different in a lot of ways too, but my mom did lose quite a bit of weight, and she lost weight in her 60s. I'm like, if my mom had troubled youth, everything, a really hard life, and it's like, dude, if my mom can do it, I'm just like, these girls are not, like, they're still young enough, like they could really turn it around, but they don't. And here's the thing too. I think a lot of people have it wrong about reaction channels. I'll only speak for myself because that's what I'm here to do. I don't know what the others, whatever. But for me, I don't think anyone owes me just because I was a viewer that they need to lose weight. I get mad because they're like death fat. They're on death's door at this point. I don't care if someone's a little fat or whatever. I worry that with their dangerous lifestyles, and I do feel like they exploit things, that they could harm themselves on camera. And I do feel like scared for what that's going to do to their audience, what that is going to affect people. I've seen some pretty crazy crap, so I think I'd be fine. But there's a lot of people that they're just, I worry to think of what that's going to do. But I guess, yeah, maybe I'm thinking too much about the future of that, but that's why I get frustrated as far as like, if they keep going down this path, what's the end going to look like versus what it could be like. I never thought my mom would lose as much weight as she did in her 60s. I'd pretty much given up on my mom. And I don't know. I guess that's where my frustration is. Sometimes, not always.
I think
there's a lot of
it's all in, like everyone's own time, You can preach and
but they might not have the time.
Right, you're right. And that's what worries me with her is that, is that she was okay with with the doctor, not even mentioning the diabetes. The diabetes can kill you, girl. Like, that really upset me, because I'm just like, this. It's not something little that you're messing with. You know, that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I tell myself, I don't care if she lives or dies. This is a show, da-dee-da-dee-da. But I did used to watch her, and although I've detached myself and been more in the apathetic realm of just who cares and even just being PO'd, I still like, that is not something that is not something that should happen, right? Or that, I want to see, right? It's just, and a lot of people are just, there are people that hate her to the point at this point where they used to be viewers themselves. A lot of people that actually hate her used to be viewers, because it elicits that. If
Right.
you see people with enough emotion, that probably means they did watch her for a while. Even if they're on the flip side, I wouldn't give a crap if I didn't watch her for that time beforehand. I wouldn't give a crap at all, at least to keep watching and feel the way I do. I don't know if that makes sense. But
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
I just feel like the person I subscribed to was a lie, doesn't exist, and abuses her audience. And that, I guess I learned a lot through that too, and I'm not as naive when I watch people now. So good on Chantal for teaching me that, I guess. I don't,
So you
Yeah.
used to be a subscriber to her.
yes, I was. Yeah.
I think most of them weren't they?
hmm
Yeah.
At least the long timers, I know. The long timers were. Yeah. A lot of us rooted for them. I mean, it'd be cool if, I always say, prove me wrong. I mean, that'd be, or not even me, but just the whole, like, a lot of us would love to be proven wrong. I mean, that'd be awesome. That'd be kind of, that'd be a sight. And I get it doesn't happen overnight, but with this reckless behavior, you disagree, YTR? I think we've witnessed her mental and physical decline in real time. I mean, I guess, but it's really sped up as of, I don't know. I've done some retro reacts, and it's like watching a whole other person, unless we do know that she kind of changes according to who she dates, and she was definitely playing the good girlfriend part with BB. So maybe it was a facade back then too. I know what you're trying to say, because yeah, she has declined over time. She's gotten less out of touch with reality. That isn't only to do with her weight, but a lot of it has to do with her disillusion and YouTube and not being out in the real world at all. I've seen YouTubers go mental like that without even having a weight issue. It's unfortunate, and it does happen. But I also I think when she was in a healthier relationship and all that, like, I just feel like the person I subbed to was maybe not. I guess you're right. She was never really healthy, I suppose. So I guess you're right on that. I don't know. She wasn't as mean to her audience. The person I subbed to didn't treat her audience like this. Didn't exploit her audience for, I don't know. But we don't have to agree on that. I just feel like her behaviors toward supporters, viewers, mods, family, friends, she used to not treat people like that, or she didn't display it. In when I subbed to her during the BB era, she was not treating people like that. And the way that she is treating people has really affected my view of Chantal. Not even just my personal view, but just, I don't support people that treat people in their life like that. I know what it's like to have no one, nobody. I don't have a Pete's. I don't have anyone. So when I see somebody that's got, I know her world is very small, but she has people. And I just, maybe I'm too much in my fifis about what I got going on, because I just feel like that's so screwed up,
Well,
as
it's
far
kind
as,
of like, it's kind of like when, when children are abused as children, and, they either grow up to be the same, or they grow up to be the complete opposite type of parent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, I feel like, with her. Not the parent thing, but I mean, just, I don't know.
I feel like her life was better than a lot of people's, but I do think that the French lover thing stunted her, and she is not willing to work through that because that man was a predator. And when she recalls that relationship, she's talked about it in a positive light. The only time she admitted that it was wrong was because people kept bringing it up, but that was fairly recently through this drama. She used to just sigh about him and whatever. That shows she has not reached the development to realize and come out the other side, right? Because even when you're abuser, obviously she was a victim in that, right? None of that was her fault. But I'm just saying, even people that have been abused when they're younger or had that happen, even if she felt like she was a willing participant, that was still, he's a predator, illegal, etc. And the fact that she referenced him in a positive way, it just told me like that she hadn't come out the other side with that mentally, and that it kind of explains why she's normalized so much of Natter's behavior, why she's normalized some other abusive behaviors, and why she has no concept of like.
Hello. I think we lost her. One of my favorite quotes is negativity breeds negativity. So if you're seeing and hearing nonstop people putting you down, bashing you over the head, all that stuff, then of course that's going to put you in a negative space. You know what I mean? I don't know. Honestly, welcome back. Honestly, I don't know how she takes it. And I don't feel like she rages that often for how much she gets.
Hey, I'm back.
You might be right.
Are we back?
Yes, you're back.
Yes.
Okay. I don't mind when she rages at, oddly enough, this is probably odd for me to say, but I get it when she's raging at reaction channels. I don't agree with her striking on, but I get when she rages at the channels, but I actually don't get when she rages at you guys. That's what I don't get.
See, I guess I don't feel like she rages at like us three, but that's because we don't, like I said, there's like a fine line. You can call her out on stuff, but you don't have
to it.
I'm sorry, what?
A fuse is short.
Maybe you're just used to it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because when I see her going off, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh. But I get it because you see it as, I guess you see it as she's just going off. You're not taking it like she's talking directly to you, which that's good to view it that way. Because, yeah, that's her. She's obviously grouping you guys and talking to all of you at once. But
right. And I think that when she does that, I think it's more so at, the people that, well, the ones that says she blocks continually.
Right.
There's a few that she continues to block and unblock. And
like we know that it's them that's getting yelled at.
Yes.
Even I've noticed that because, there've been people that I thought were unjustly blocked, but that was actually further back. I actually think, yeah, there's been a few as of late that it's like she can keep them blocked if she wants. Every channel has people they have blocked. Now, sometimes she'll block somebody where I'm kind of like, oh, she's having a day, because it's not really, you can tell sometimes it's like, oh, that would have slipped normally, but here we are today. But I get what you mean about certain people. And, a lot of channels will kind of nitpick her ever blocking people, but every channel is going to need to do maintenance, so that's whatever. I do think the block parties are funny though, because I like her reactions, and it's funny when it happens.
She's like, oh, okay, you're blocked. Oh, you too now? Okay,
yeah.
blocked.
She's like, My favorite is
Who's
when
next?
it's like, who's next?
I love it when she does that. I just wish she'd keep them blocked.
Who's next? Anyone got something to say?
And as she started doing that today, you saw nobody else said anything else. That was the chat was like
Yeah.
perfectly nice. Nothing about Nada. Nothing about drugs. Nothing about nothing.
Yeah, everyone's like, I'm next. Oh no, I'm gonna stop. But like, look, I get sometimes you gotta rein it in. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't have to say, oh, sometimes I'll have to redirect the convo or whatever if things are getting. But it's just, I just don't get why she's sacrificing her whole platform for this loser. It is
I don't
absolutely
know.
insane to me.
Besides worrying about her safety, I worry about her in her channel because that's her livelihood. And I mean, you guys have seen in the past 6 months, her subscriber count like fluctuates between like 7,000 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
And
she has
I
a
mean,
the reaction channels, but you know, I wouldn't have found her if it wasn't for DC's channel, and I'm sure a lot of other people subscribers found her through a reaction channel and subscribed to her.
See, I don't like Tree Lady. I like the one where she does the nose and the
Oh, the British
yeah,
woman.
that's the one I love. She is funny.
When she did her did you see that? Did you watch it yet, Danny? The exercise one the other day when she was
Yes,
just going freaking crazy with that song.
No, I never
I was
watched
like
it
crying.
back. I never caught the exercising. I watch her too. Stephanie Sue. And you're right,
So-
she's a cute little girl. Well, she's not a little girl, but you know, she's little.
Right.
So I wanted to ask, do you think that these new people she's supporting, these new supposed family members, could be on Nodder's side and not hers?
Yeah. It could very well
Oh,
be.
actually, I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
And look,
Because didn't he say his
even-
mother needed money and she couldn't give
Yes.
him money?
Yes, and
Did
I
you
brought
say
that up
that?
on my channel.
I just remembered that.
I brought it
Yeah,
up.
I
on
noticed
a
that
different
too, Kristen.
thing. Yeah. And here's the thing too. I was like, look, I'm not trying to be a type of way here, but I have family that's married people in other countries. Like they do that. Now, my family member is not expected to help with that because they know that it's something they're obligated to do as like the oldest son or whatever. And they only send when they have extra, and only they send and they don't send it's here or there, whatever. But anyways, they're not expected to support their whole house. It's just they send a little something, whatever. But they're open about it. My sibling knows all the details, but my sibling never they don't send their money. That's where I have a problem with it. I know with with our kind of society, it's not like that, but there are cultures where the older people do help with the parents or whatever. So, but here's the problem, because there's some truth that it does happen places. Someone can get away with a lot, and especially with somebody that isn't as familiar with that custom, he could literally be expecting her to be paying this, and supplying the whole family and all of this. Now, this is just a theory here, but Chantal's family usually doesn't seem to need help. Something
That's
could
what I said today.
whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that his mom was already brought up once really makes me
I forgot all about that.
think about this. It could be possible. Who knows? She could be sending money to his family now, providing for him, her, Pete, his family. Are you kidding me? That's like, how can someone do all that and they shouldn't do it? They shouldn't,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, her family usually doesn't need help. And really, her family hasn't really trusted her since the drug scandal. So are they really going to go knocking on her door to help? They might pitch in with each other elsewhere. I don't think they're going to be knocking on Chantal's door with what's been going on. Not trying
I
to
agree,
be
Madison.
for real. Wait, what did Madison say?
Madison said her health is concerning. Watching her struggle for oxygen to buy a shirt is worrisome. It is.
Well, that's why I brought up the heart attack thing, not to scare people, but I'm just like, I even told my chat, like, I know that we rag on her a lot and whatever I said, but I know that people, if something did happen, they would be affected. Even, you know.
Subtle, Charlotte.
I mean, I'm speculating that, but I wouldn't. She's doing it all. She's a one woman, she's doing it all. She's got the nose stuff going on. She got all these families she's providing for. I mean, no wonder why she has no money. She just got paid and she's digging for roaches in her purse. What's going on with that? Is it really at this point this quickly? It has been rapidly, like, we have seen her run out of money in less and less time, and this was like a record, it seems.
Well, yeah, somebody said like last month she made like 12 grand, and then this month she only made like 4. So
Only 4.
That's what I heard, but I don't know if that means like also her memberships, or I have no idea.
So her memberships are quite a lot, guys.
Not compared to ALR.
Well,
I felt
yeah,
so
ALR
bad,
makes-
Kelly. I felt so bad for Pete, because poor Pete, he would show Timbit all the time, and I felt so bad for him, because he stays in his room all the time, and that cat was always right there with him,
Yeah. I just found her approach to all of that very heartless, and it did set me off a bit.
Yeah.
I don't like the way she treats Pete. With that whole thing, it was just like, really, you're not going to be with him now? Even
Right.
just, and she
But
was
you
like,
know what?
he's asleep. Should I be here if he's asleep? Yeah, that's what friends do when people are grieving. You can clean the house when he's asleep, like, or maybe
But that's all him, because
they
you don't
do.
know what he was saying to her to make her leave there.
Wait, to make you mean Nader?
Nader, yeah. It's all,
Nader
it's because of
taters.
him. Right.
Well, yeah, we know that. But that's why I get so frustrated, because it's like, yeah, he's winning definitely. Pete's is
Yeah.
the last one left. She's been acting like she can juggle the two. You can't. And unfortunately, this crazy man is going to win in the end, because she's willing to what? Oh, Pete, you can move to whatever towers. It didn't sound like a great place to me.
Right.
Like Ottawa Towers, it sounds like the way her tone was when she said it sounded kind of like, well,
I
you
know.
could move over there.
Charlotte, I felt bad too when that happened. When she was irritated at Pete's, and he stood there in the kitchen for a while trying to, make conversation stuff, and she just kind of was like
Because he blew
ignoring
her
him.
up.
He did.
Pete's pisses me off. Like, go and like separate from her for a while. Do what you gotta do. Like, because she's obvious. Their friendship can still exist if they're not living together.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, it might even alleviate some tension, because Nader's giving her such a hard time for living with him anyways, that maybe, live separately, and maybe, but
Yeah,
I do
'cause she
think
can't lose
Nader's
him
going to
too.
cut her off. I do think he's going to cut her off from Pete's completely, though.
How do you feel about Shannon going to her arch enemy's reaction channel?
Oh, Toronto.
Of all reaction channels to go to.
Right.
It was a hilarious show, I'll tell you that. I got entertainment out of that.
Right. I love to. I'll be honest. I love to watch the drama. As long as I'm not involved in it, I like to watch it. But I'm also a reality TV buff too. So.
Me too. I never try and explain the girl world to anyone. I would never tell anyone in my real life about this. But if someone happened to glance over, I'd just be like, "It's YouTube's reality TV," and they'd be like, "All right, fair enough." Because I always watched those stupid shows back in the day on MTV. So.
Do you watch Big Brother?
No, but I've been hearing that it's really good. What do you think about it?
I'm
Is it worth
addicted to
a
Big
try?
Brother.
Or?
Yeah, I've
Really?
watched it. This season 23 just ended not long ago. Well, a couple months ago. But I'm like addicted to it. I've watched all 23 seasons from the time
Whoa.
it first aired. So
Oh man. See,
Definitely,
okay, I
Kelly.
tried to watch it. But the audio was so terrible. It was one of the earlier seasons.
oh, I
And
do remember that Starlight. Oh, Samoans. When next season, oh, Celebrity Big Brother is going to be on. See, we're going to have to do streams for that
oh,
soon.
really? Whoa.
Yeah, Celebrity Big Brother will be starting, I think, in January.
Well, you're gonna have to watch. I don't
I have
know.
never missed
Are you
one
planning
season of
on?
Big Brother.
Are you planning on just talking about it, or are you planning on showing it? Because if
Oh
you
no, I
show it,
wouldn't
you'll
show
probably
it.
get
That's
struck.
CBS. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You know. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just chatting about it, that'd be cool. But I think with the Shannon thing, if it was my friend, I would have been pissed. Mostly because of the manner it happened. Like I said, if she would have made her own channel just to be like, hey, I need to be able to just talk because you blocked me and I don't have a voice elsewhere, I would have, that still pissed someone off, but it'd be a little better. Her going to FFG was, yeah, if a friend of mine did that, even if we were fighting and it was looking like we weren't going to stay friends, I'd still be very shocked and PO'd by that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And have you been keeping up with May? I think she's been on a rampage. She just did another
Oh,
one
she's
yesterday.
not off limits here? Yay. I don't know what my parameters are. We've talked about May over on my place, and I like to lean toward believing victims. However, her texts don't do her any good because it sounds like she was really heading there to get some. And now that doesn't mean she deserves if some bad stuff happened, right? But yeah, I'm just very much wondering what's gonna happen with that. Very much.
Okay, Tracy, if you come back, we're here.
I just don't. I want to see legally what happens. She made a big
Yeah.
mistake by not filing it there, and we had
Right.
this conversation in my channel, just saying, hey, if something happens,
I'm on the
file
fence.
it where you are. And I know in most channels, by the way, most reaction channels, you can't even say that. They'll flip out. Like, that's why I told the people in my chat, like, at first I was like, oh, at first I was more like, I believe her. And then we just, like, and it could have happened anyway. I'm just like, I like to let people speculate too. And so, yeah, we just talked about it from all angles. I mean, it's possible, definitely. I mean, he seems like the type that would do that. The
Right.
picture
Right.
we have been given of him
Mhm.
is definitely someone capable of that, right?
Right.
He
Right.
was put at the scene of the crime. There was another factor that I brought up that when Chantal tried to talk to him, when he told Chantal, or they talked about it, right? Before she even knew like details, whatever, when just May came up, he already was operating on the assumption of him knowing May and being there. Whereas if it didn't happen, he would have been more confused, shocked, and being like, oh, what do you mean? Like, if someone's accused of something they didn't do, they're going to be like confused and shocked and flustered. He literally already had a game plan for that whole thing. And I mean, it made him look worse. It backfired, I was just talking about the fact that he already had like an explanation for Chantal shows guilty.
Right. Right.
Innocent people don't do that. Now, he was there, something happened, that I'm sure. I just wonder what the details, right? The details of it. Was
Right.
she a willing
Right.
participant? Was she a willing participant before she met him and then she met him and was like, yeet, not anymore. It's different in real life. This is all too real. And then maybe it went wrong. Do not know. Chantal said it can't, 10 minutes, that's nothing. That's plenty of time for something to happen. So,
Because I don't want to not believe her either, but a lot of people were like, if she was going there for work, they just left her with no hotel, no car, no nothing. They were like, can't fly here, and You're on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my job would, the call would be waiting. Hotel's paid for. You're not stranded waiting for a stranger to come pick you up.
Yeah, and also here's the other thing. The fact that she was so okay to stay there that first night and he picks her up, no. No, 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 no. You're not, I'm gonna go sightseeing this and this when you're like, oh, I'm gonna fly in and we're gonna
Right.
Are you kidding me? That just doesn't add up. That doesn't add up. Now, I don't wish any essay to happen to anyone ever, right? Even if they have a crush on someone, they shouldn't go through that. But it's good to look at the setup here isn't adding up here. There's some weird shit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't cuss on your channel. There's some weird stuff that we're not certain what went down. But why would you fly? Even if she wanted to meet him, it's so weird that she went there. Yes, said it was a job. Nothing set up, but even that first night she's going to stay with him. She hasn't spent any time in person with this oh, it just worries me that people even do this. And look, I like the internet. I've even dated from an app before, but you always meet in a public place. That's why a lot of people do get a bite to eat, because you can sit in a public place, always. And I've been having so many conversations with my channel that I never thought I would have to have with grown adults.
Right.
I mean, my channel, they're usually not saying stuff like that, but I just felt the responsibility just to throw things like that out there. I don't know who may watch whatever, come across it,
I don't find who said that? Walla Forever, you find it sketchy that May brought up essay on YouTube, but not sketchy that Chantal brought up BV on YouTube and keeps ping-ponging. I find it strange that not May alone, all of these women that are calling him, I find it extremely disturbing. Yeah. Why would you see a man with a drug problem and that is abusive and want to contact him? I don't grasp that at all.
I agree with that. I don't understand it either. And what's crazy too? In everyone that contacts Naddy, Chantal, whoever's involved, they usually get doxxed and harassed themselves too. Why would you put yourself in the line of that? And with the Debbie person, she tried to say, "Oh." Well, she tried to say, "Oh, it was a troll, it was a prank." A troll and a prank isn't supposed to make you look like an idiot, and that's exactly what she did. And I wonder, was she trying to save face? Was it really a prank? Did she just say it's a prank?
I know there was screenshots of her in somebody's comment section saying, just wait till almost like she had something planned for him. You know what I mean? I can't remember where the screenshots came from, whose channel it was or whatever. And I can't remember who called it out or showed it on their live stream. But yeah, she was in somebody's comments and it was kind of like, I've got a lot of, stuff in store for him. He's not going to know what hit him type thing.
Yeah, because those plans always turn out well. Right? The John Tucker must die type of persons. Okay. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a stupid movie, but these girls are like, oh, we'll stick it to him. Yeah, sure. And then the one falls for him while the process. Anyway, whatever. That's like these people. But yeah, we all agree on one thing. We can't stand Naddy. That is true. That is true. Right. United by the enemy. Right. I mean, for real, I agree. He's the worst. And her channel is tanked, and he only wants to destroy. He will take and take and take. There is no limit, I don't feel like. Nope. And that Toronto trip, she keeps referring to the Toronto trip as this, everything started in Toronto. Oh, really? The Toronto trip, you rewarded his bad behavior for I say allegations. You take him on a little spree in the zoo in Toronto. Okay. Yeah, Chantal. Like, she is out of her ever living mind. Chantal is out of reality at this point. I
Here's
don't
what I
get
want to
it.
know. Do you guys think that him being sick on his last live was a ploy to get her there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so she felt bad.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have been a little dope sick, so there might have been a little
Yeah.
truth to that. But yeah, that's a ploy. And that's the other thing too. People that use, they're gonna say I'm sick. They're not gonna say why, what, whatever. They're just gonna say I'm sick. So neat. And they're not lying because they're sick. Trust. But even if he wasn't sick at all, it was definitely to get her there. I think. Yeah.
I can't
Fake,
believe he
fake,
has membership.
fake.
Not only does he have memberships, but I can't even believe that her VIBs are paying for his membership, hearing and knowing
Thank you
what
all.
he's been doing for her.
That's why I'm saying there's people in her community. They don't care about her at all.
Oh yeah, I would say half of her members are there just to troll.
That's why I also don't like when everyone just judges my side of things because it's like, at least, well, I can't, like I said, I can't speak for other places, but I discourage people on my community to be paying for that and doing this and that and the other because I'm like, I think it's gross to be paying the membership and you're literally paying for his and then I see it too. It's creepy, it's weird. They obviously are, like creeps. They're creeps. Who knows what they've been? Maybe they hate Chantal now because they can't, flick their little micro peen because she's not mukbanging like she used to and they used to get off to it. Maybe they're mad at her for that. I don't know.
I mean, I don't
Maybe
want her
they
to eat
want.
like that, but it's bothering me that she's not because I feel like something else is going on.
Well, it is. There's no way Chantel's gonna. She hardly ate anything. It's like the summer. Remember the summer?
Like,
Oh, I'm
even
not
this
hungry.
morning, like
Like,
with that croissant, she was just like looking at it and picking at it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not right.
we've seen Chantel scarf down a whole meal and be like, that wasn't good.
Right, right.
like it was Red Lobster the one time when she had it and she was like, oh, it's not good. She ate it. Like, yeah.
And the other day, she didn't finish the poutine. She's obsessed with that.
I was
Right?
gonna say yeah, the poutine.
The one she got
is
off the
her,
food
like,
truck.
she loves poutine, and even when it's like bad quality, she'll still finish it. She'll still
She's
eat
like,
it
oh, I
all.
left it here for later. And I'm like, she's not finishing it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're called friends with benefits is his membership. It's disgusting.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
ridiculous?
He's not even trying to hide that he's trying to like
Well, and then she brought it up, or somebody brought it up in her chat, and she kind of like, acted like she didn't know. She knew. She had to set it up for him. The guy can't even read his chat on his own.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
that's why he's got an iPad now.
She was typing that out, dying inside. Dude, she is a ball of misery right now. And I'm just like, can you imagine Chantal typing this, looking
Right.
dead as hell because she doesn't want to show emotion as she's typing his stupid crap? Do you think that the money, the AdSense, okay, do you think the accounts are directly with her account or do you think they're
I
two
don't.
separate Googles?
I don't think they are because he showed his AdSense paper and doxed himself.
All right, so they're two different emails, two different Googles, two
Yeah,
different
I
accounts?
think so. Just because he
Is it
showed,
under his name?
yeah, he showed his AdSense, and she was like, "You're showing your, she was like, you're showing your address."
Dang, I wish I was there. I wish I was there to screenshot that. I wouldn't be passing around people's address or whatever, but I would have liked to see it for myself, like just to see what the paper said, But
Yeah,
so
at first I thought it was the same account, but then Danny was saying that she had seen that clip.
okay. Well, here's the thing. I have an old channel and I sign in back and forth because one's premium and I listen to music on the go and when I'm working, whatever. Anyways, I have them linked. And when you sign, if you have them on Remember and you're signing in and out like that, it's like it takes a second.
Exactly. That's what I
And
was
I
saying.
can go into, yeah, I screen
People
shared
were
and I told
arguing that.
people.
And I
No,
was
it's,
like, no, on a computer, it's like 2 seconds.
oh yeah.
Even
Oh, I
on my
can do it on
phone,
my
it's like 2
phone.
seconds.
Yeah. I was gonna say I can do it on my phone too, and it takes
Yeah.
a couple seconds. And I have access to the Creator Studio. I can go in and do all the things as far as privating,
That's a
deleting,
good point, Morgan.
unlisting, making things public, making things private, deleting videos. You can do the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can literally remember where they were. Like they were at his apartment on his couch when when he started showing it, Kelly.
Hmm. And and also, like, I believe that Chantal, even though she's flipping between the two, I do believe that she's got that handwritten somewhere or in her phone somewhere just in case it sends her out at some point.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
when she said when
you
she said that she had been editing, so she was still signed into his account, I was like, that would work, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
Right,
it
'cause she did
remembers
save
all your
password.
sign-ins.
I mean, you don't need.
She
I don't
wasn't
even think.
dumb enough to not do save password.
Oh, she totally. Well, my Google auto saves it for me because I'd already signed it up. So you don't even have to say it for each website. I mean, you can like on my computer the first time it'll ask me, but like if I've already had it set like that, my phone already like a lot of times I don't even have to hit it anymore. So, but yeah, like you said, she made sure she hit that button when that popped up. Yes, save this password.
Yes.
Yes. You can also, if you wanted to change his password and they got in a tizzy and then they made up again, well, guess what? You give her the new password and boop, save this password again. You don't think that's happened already? I'm sure it's happened a few times. Chantal has got this down where she can flip between the two. And I don't think she just does it when she's editing or doing a specific thing for her. I think she goes in there. She claims she just deleted the one, but all his streams are gone. And then he said, "Oh, I privated the others." So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that's what Charlotte was just asking. Yeah, that's what.
Oh, really? I didn't see.
Yeah, she admitted to deleting that one, and then when he came on live the next day, he said that he privated all the lives because he wanted his channel to just be the cooking.
But
Yeah.
he kept the one where they're dancing and the one with her in the car showing I'm his girl. So that's a Chantal move. Okay, she did it all. That's my theory. Okay, he might have just allowed it to happen to like keep the peace and like okay, payday's coming up. But I think, but like it's not just the cooking because well, it's mainly the cooking, but they have the dancing video and the one with them in the car karaoke and like she wanted those on there to show her with him. And he's obviously like, if it was clearly about the cooking, those two should be gone too, right? I mean, they're not cooking. They had nothing to do with cooking.
Well, didn't he he took all the ones that she was in, right, off?
Not what I saw.
That's what he said he was doing.
Let me check because I want to see if he did.
Unless
But when
because
I
they're
checked
back
it,
now,
he
he
was
put
there.
them back.
Right. That's kind of what I'm wondering. It's a mess.
Because
It's
somebody
a
was in the
mess.
chat the other night and said that they were all gone. And didn't you check, Danny? And they were all gone at
Yeah,
that
it
point?
was just his cooking ones that
Right.
I
were
have
there.
something to tell. He did a new stream. I have something to tell you. I never saw that one.
He had nothing to tell you. Believe me, he had nothing to
Really
say.
Nothing. What a clickbait, man.
Dang it. Well, he knows now. Maybe she taught him that. Dang it. I need to learn their ways. I don't know how to do that. I wouldn't feel okay clickbaiting that far. Nothing in there, really? Ah, oh well. Trap King, you disappoint us. You're demoted. Okay, let's.
Yeah, he just wants to focus on his cooking. And all these people in the chat are like, change your password. What are you talking about, Chantal? Why? First of all, you had to have found him through Chantal bashing him, and then you are now his fan. Don't say that all these people found him because they were searching Baba Ganoush on YouTube. I mean, they found him from her.
There's no way. Yeah, we know. Yeah, I know. Well, oh, she's still on there, guys. So, and she was on there when I checked. So, even if you took them down, you must have put them up right away. But I don't think you took those down because I checked. I just checked like yesterday. Well, I know things can happen in a day, but they're there. So as of right
And
now,
he must have put them back because when we did check, they weren't there.
oh, okay. So okay. Well, she's there. He kept
because
the
they're back
ones at
now,
car
right?
karaoke. Yeah, right. So
Or
there
she
we
went,
go.
or
She's
she went on
there,
his
they're
account
back.
and she put them back, right?
Well. Oh man, this
Look
is
at my
like,
body.
that is so like I can't.
Oh my God.
My body.
When Yaba plays that clip, I freaking
Oh
crack
my
up.
gosh, I die. Yep.
I think we all laugh when we hear that. You can't not. I mean, well,
Kelly, didn't it seem like, geez, it was like, it did. Now, she's not verifying anything for us, but it sure did seem like they made up and boom, it went right back to like the talking about moving in together and everything else because, and I got that only from the way that she was acting to Pete. Like, you know, didn't you get the feeling, Denise, that she was acting like, hurry up, find someplace? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I think she was
really
also pissed off at
pushing
him.
Yeah,
She was pissed off at him because he did the house tour and because he told everybody she didn't give him all the money.
Hey, two things can be right at the same time. Because I've been thinking about those things too, like with how she treated Pete.
Me
She
too.
seemed
Yeah.
mad. She seemed mad, but she was bringing up the apartments pretty like. Her tone was kind of like, "Let's get two."
Right. Here's the paper. I circled some for you.
Yeah, like here you go. She should have just leave.
Did you need some luggage? I have some for you. They're coming from Amazon tomorrow.
I don't know how you can be with someone that's embarrassed you so much on the dragged for filth on the internet, man.
He had his job interview today too at 3:00.
Oh yeah. Wonder when he'll be live.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to go live soon, so I have somebody to fall asleep to.
I mean, seriously. Usually I wait for him to come on because he really puts me to sleep.
Yeah, Pete can for sure. Pete's is like a snooze cruise. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't come on and say how his job interview went.
She's sending him to the project.
What about, hey guys, what about the sleeping on the recliner?
I think that
it's just Maven, it's just where she goes for coffee in her, you know what I mean, like how she always would do Starbies. It's just basically her going to get coffee in the mornings or mid-afternoon.
And when he showed the recliners, remember when you saw that big huge pile of quilts on the chair? I said if she turns around and says she was underneath that quilt, those quilts.
You did.
Yeah, the chair thing is weird. I've been trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, I don't know what, but the picture on her community post was in her room though, sleeping. So
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, because you could see her game chair in the back.
Oh, okay. I had a crazy theory that maybe Nader was like, you can't sleep on the same floor as
Untouchable can't go live because he's in trouble. And she's still not
yeah, she told him he can't. She's like, you can't. That's funny. Oh my gosh, you think? Oh,
you're not going live until I get home today.
I thought of
That'd
that,
be a good
Madison,
place.
too.
Don't leave your
See,
room when you
that
go
all
live.
makes me so worried for her.
Oh, the breathing's been so bad. That could be.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Now I thought maybe Nader was like, you can't sleep on the same floor as Pete's, but that's reaching a bit. I admitted it when I brought it up. But I did say I have heard some abusive people bring up crazy demands like that before. But she hung out with Pete still in that timeline. But I was like, all right, whatever. Well, they fight off and on all the time anyway, so maybe she did it in between that, but I don't know. That was kind of a reach. I admitted it, but it's still, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him to suggest something weird like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
The breathing
The thing
thing
with
makes more sense.
The thing with Pete does tick me off. I mean, because it's not like she moved in with him while they were together, you know? So, like, I just feel like he needs to accept it because that's that was her living arrangement when they met.
What thing with Pete, though? What are you referring to?
Him
Just
being
the
upset about her
situation?
living with him. Living with Pete.
Oh, well, I understand it. Because when they first met, he probably didn't anticipate how long this was going to go on. And he probably didn't, maybe it bothered him when he realized how close they actually are and that Pete's influences her the way he does. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that he thinks Pete's is going to steal his girl. It might even just entail that he knows Pete's is the last standing connection she's got. That is it.
Right.
He wants to wipe everyone off the board.
That's why he don't want to
And
go to
he's
therapy, because the therapist is going to say
yes,
stay away from him.
yes. And also, like, I don't know. I mean, Chantal, if I was seeing someone and I've been seeing them for a while, it's one thing if you meet someone, they're living with their ex, but Chantal has no plan of, well, before she didn't. Before him, she had no plan of kind of like changing that or whatever. If I met someone in the beginning, I might be like, okay. But if it's going on and on with no end in sight, I might be a bit. But I'm not going to be a psycho like him and be like, you can't be friends. And, oh, you live there, you can't go home. I'd be like, hey, let's kind of, are you going to get your own place? Like, what do you, I'd feel it out and kind of be like, and have an adult conversation. But he's not going to do that. And also, like I said, I really think it's more about the control. I really think it's more about that he sees that Pete does talk openly about what a
Right,
horrible person
Kristen?
he is and sways her.
I felt really bad when she had to send that text message to him.
Oh, Kristen, that's funny. She needs to keep it straight. There's only one grown man in her life.
I know. Talk about sugar mama.
Oh, jeez. I know she takes it to the max. She really
Yeah.
does. She's doing too much on that one. Oh, the ring thing upset me so much.
Mhm.
Because it's so incredibly sad. Like, that's, I don't know
Oh,
why, but
Madison, that's so scary. She's so young
oh
for all
no.
this.
Oh no.
Oh, I bet, Maven.
Yeah, the breathing is bad lately.
It is so bad. I don't know. I can't understand why it does none of that medical stuff going on with her scares her.
Yeah, I mean, her and Amber get anxiety over the weirdest stuff, but when they have trouble breathing, I'm like, okay with it. I don't understand. Well, when she's talking about the black wedding dress thing and then talked about the ring, that's when I lost it. I was laughing so hard. That was so extra. I'm like, come on now.
Well, I
What?
think Charlotte, I think she is the type that if she's worried or anxious about something, she just wants to numb that feeling to forget it. And so I think that's what she's doing with her health. She just doesn't want to face it.
Yeah. She likes to avoid and live in delusion. I just,
Sandra.
And the cabin idea, like Untouchable just said, that's the most insane thing. To go stay somewhere with him secluded where he can just bury her in a shed.
I
um,
agree, Kristen. And she even said the other day or last week or whatever, her feet were swollen and she wasn't even traveling. You know what I mean?
I also worry about the cat, and I also worry that she doesn't even want to take the cat to the vet because she's like, oh, let's get another cat off the list here.
I can't
It
do
would,
the Greek yogurt, Maven. It's too thick and it's like gritty, I feel like.
He's just totally
yeah, I don't
brainwashed
like
her.
it.
She is just so brainwashed by anything he tells her to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I I've been really upset about the cat stuff to be real because I always thought, as much as from before, I mean, she loved her cats and all this, and during this saga, this drug saga, this Nodder saga, the way she has taken care of the cats, it's all declined severely. And
Yeah.
I'm just so disappointed because if anything, I thought she at least really loved her cats, and it's been like I also think he's influenced her in that way too because he doesn't care about them, and it's almost
Right.
like she just
We are
doesn't
glad
even
to oblige,
want to
Samoans.
wait. You'll have all the control, especially if they're out in the woods. We're gonna get a cabin in the woods saga unless she can't even stream at that point. That would be even scarier, guys. If she can't even stream anymore, he's already trying to tell her she can't
That
stream at
is,
this time.
Which is ridiculous because is he not realizing they have no money then?
Exactly. Well,
can
he
I
wants to
use
let her.
frozen? Sorry, guys, this is just totally off subject. Thanksgiving's messing with our heads. Um, can I make can I make a strawberry pie with frozen sliced strawberries? I have two huge. I didn't realize I bought one at Walmart and one at Sam's. A big, huge bag of them.
Yeah, you'll probably need to add sugar though. Like probably a little more sugar because they're gonna be more tart, don't you think? We should Google this actually. Let's
What's the
not say
ingredients in your pie?
I'm going to screenshot that, Maven.
actually, you could thaw them. You know what you could do? You could thaw them first, right? Is that how you do it, guys?
I
Yeah.
would imagine, yeah, because they get, like kind of like when you get strawberries over cheesecake. If once when you thaw out frozen ones, they kind of get like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I would think they would be wetter, but I wonder maybe I could thaw them in a strainer.
Are they
Yes,
in like
that
one of
would
those
work.
freezer bags or they're
Yeah, they're in a big bag, like it's straight from the store.
so could you
With
just put like that bag in like a pot of hot water?
I don't know.
Well, do lukewarm so they
Looks
don't, get too
looks like I
you don't
will be
want
googling.
to. Maybe not hot water, but lukewarm because you don't want them to get too runny. You know, I assume. I don't know. Google. Oh, guys.
I told
This has been
YTR
a
in our
pleasant.
chat today I'm having my 20th surgery December 14th. Oh my goodness, Sandra. Good luck.
Oh my
Pray for
God, good
Sandra,
luck.
guys. Or send the vibes if you're not a
Yes,
believer.
positive
But
vibes. Good luck.
seriously. Oh, Sandra. I feel like we've already gone through a lot of them with you. It just worries me every time. I feel like a damn mom or something. Even though you're older than me. Well, age doesn't matter. But anyways, I'm always like, Sandra, I always worry
Thaw
about
them, do
that.
not cook them.
Well, we're
Okay.
middle-aged women with cheating husbands and drug addict kids.
Really? How juicy. That's more exciting than Chantal's
That
life.
was your chat people telling us that.
Telling us
What?
what?
Did they? Did they come up with that? That's incredible.
What did I
Like,
miss?
like-
Please what? I was reading the chat.
I'm talking to her today, and she's like, "Hey, how's your day going?" I said, "Well, I just dropped the kids off at the methadone clinic, and now I gotta go find my husband because I have to stalk him and his mistress."
I asked, and then ankle bracelets came up, and
Right. You want to know if he got the ankle bracelet off? I said, I got to keep it on for Thanksgiving because I can't trust him.
Live stream that live for real. Can we get a new locale out here? Can somebody with an anklet live stream, please? I mean, I want to see that. Well, you do actually. I don't know if y'all know, but I have covered more people than Chantal.
Why, hello, EG.
Oh, the
How
famous
nice of you
EG.
to join us. Then pack them down really well with paper towel and use them as normal. You may need to par cook the crust because the frozen strawberries is not going to need as long of a cook time. Thank you, Walla.
EG is famous, isn't it?
He
Okay. I know who
Thanks,
they are.
EG.
Why are you shocked that people are in multiple communities, EG? Are you new to the internet? You're going to be a little stumped if that's surprising you around these parts. I mean,
So I
there's a lot
want
of small communities.
I want to hear your I want to hear EG. So are you one that goes at her hard because you want to see her better, you want to see her healthy, or are you one that goes at her hard just to go at her hard? Oh, no apologies, bada bing. I'm going to be saying that in my head all night. Bada bing, bada boom.
I know, I do that when they come into my chat. I'm like, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah.
It's okay, bada boom. We were cracking up over it. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
we were.
that's
I told her we should,
story of us.
I said we should all three put our hair in rollers and wear our polyester pants.
That's amazing. How could I have missed that? Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm glad you guys can at least have a laugh. That's good.
We've been
What
laughing
I was-
because I'm like, we only did this just so we could just chat, not privately because everybody could hear us, but basically, so we could talk after her chat, just someplace to gather. And everyone's like, oh, look at these idiots. They're disabled. They got no jobs.
I mean, I've said a lot of those things. I have said a lot of those things, yes.
How many times have you been blocked, EG, and unblocked?
We kind of laugh at EG when we kind of like EG. Some of them are good.
Some
okay,
of them are, yeah.
Meet in the middle here. No, but I get it. I mean,
Oof. He said, I don't care if she gets help or not. We can improve her personality.
EG, maybe you should subscribe to my channel instead of,
Why? EG's the reason we have 21 people right now in here. Well, actually, EG and Mary Cab are the reason.
Yeah. I joked about her getting a personality.
And you, YTR.
Well, yeah, I have some of my little people in. Yeah, I brought them over. But oh dang it! I was gonna ask you guys something about the goings on, but I forgot.
Thank you, Walla. Oh, okay, EG.
You just make new accounts.
So how many accounts?
Thank
how many
you,
come
Walla.
up on your little thing when you go to sign in? Google.
Oh my god!
Yeah, she
Right?
did. Every cat came up in my Twitter feeds, and I'm like, wow, why does that name sound familiar? And I looked at a page, and I'm like, oh, we're the most boring people on YouTube. Okay.
See, what I've been worried about for you guys, Is this kind of like, well, worried is a strong word, but um, I kind of was just
Oh, no,
like,
no harm done, bada bing.
I wondered if you're gonna get backlash, and I was kind of like, you know what, I worry about them just like not wanting to deal with it, and just kind of ending it. So hopefully you're a little prepared. You've seen Chantel's madness in her chats, so you know the internet can be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But
She's with him right now. She doesn't know what's going on the internet.
oh, she's with him for sure. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, but see,
yeah.
accountable beauty shows a soft side once in a while.
Mm.
There is no breaking
Some
EG.
things Accountable Beauty says crack me up.
Right.
She cracks me up sometimes.
I love Hexy, though. Yeah, Hexy cracks me up. Did Accountable Beauty come back when we thought they were broke up?
No,
I think she did
saw
one.
Accountable Beauty today. I
What?
think she was in
Really?
it this morning.
Was she?
Oh, maybe she didn't get the memo that they're back together. Because I do think she came back when, like, kind of like people were
Yeah.
saying the other. That's the thing. Okay, now you guys look. Why do people fall for it every time? Can y'all answer me this?
Right? I don't know.
Why
I
do
guess we
people
keep
fall
thinking
for it?
there's gotta be a bottom somewhere.
Yeah, I guess. I think Chantel's rock bottom looks more like being a crack hoe on the street because that mattress didn't scare her off. So I think her rock bottom's gonna be pretty severe. But that's just me. That's
Yeah,
just
I
my.
remember that, AG. You were.
I mean, I'd be down to watch a crack hoe saga segment. I mean, it'd be terrible. I mean, but I'm just being
I
real.
know,
I mean,
weren't you?
everyone's keep me off here.
He's
When she
so
went on her
funny.
blocking rage today, EG was nowhere to be found after that part.
He was. He started crying real fast.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, Accountable
It's our
Beauty's
best
mother.
places.
Right. She's seen them in the
Wait,
drive-thru. She sees them everywhere.
wait. Then again, what if Chantal doesn't have a rock bottom?
I know. We all wonder that, don't we?
Hmm.
See, now, EG, I'm glad that you came in here because it does give me a different perspective to, I like hearing the other side.
I thought you guys were gonna try and strike my video.
Oh, no. No, and you kept saying, now keep in mind, people can react to you too. And I was like, yes, I know.
I had my period voice on too, like
Yeah, when you were doing her fair, what do you call it, fair rights thing on there, and you're like, oh, you can't do this, and I'm like, what? We've been on YouTube for 2 days. I'm like,
hey, look, not everyone gets a reaction after 2 days, I don't know what your reaction will be, so I'm like, okay, let's cover my face.
I mean, I was just worried about getting my kids home from rehab for the holidays.
Oh, well, yeah, I wish you well on that one. Pray for them well, I'll pray for them for you, but I
Did you
don't
lock
know.
hubby in his room for the night so he can't sneak out?
I tried, but you know what? I think he found the key,
Oh, no.
so he might have went out now.
Man, I
And
need to
hopefully
go
he dropped
get
the kids off at the dealer because I have no time tomorrow. I gotta cook.
What will you be cooking? Wait, what are you cooking for the holidays? All right.
Oh my
Anyway.
God, I got like a million things I gotta cook tomorrow.
Oh, I meant a lab, but never mind. I meant a meth lab.
Oh, we have the meth lab down the block.
Yeah.
See, one does meth and one does heroin, so I have to usually drop them off at 2 different spots.
Oh wow, you got a whole show going on.
And I you can't imagine how I have to squeeze in Chantal in between
thanks
all
for
this.
coming in and giving us a chance.
You know, I'm proud of my chat for coming up with that one. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good.
So Kelly, Denise is on panel. She's Denise
NYC.
in Chantal's chat, and then YouTube Reject is on panel.
Yeah. And I'm the enemy, so to speak. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, YTR
No, not
did
really.
a reaction to one of our videos, and we watched that, and then she came in tonight and asked if she could panel up, and I was absolutely.
Yeah. Because I had my notifications on because I'm your biggest fan, and when it went off, I said, you know what's crazy? As soon as I clicked on it, I heard my name. It was like fate. It was amazing. And I was like, ooh. I was like, whoa, that
Holy
was
cow, Maven. You're going to be a cooking machine. We're going to family, but I always cook a turkey here, even if we're not going to be home for Thanksgiving, just because, you know, Thanksgiving night, everybody always wants like turkey sandwiches and stuff.
The turkey's the only thing I leave for Thanksgiving morning. Everything else I do tomorrow.
I'm actually doing a loser live stream for all this family
Please,
list.
Madison.
So if anyone is going to be by themselves, we're taking refugees in my chat. But yeah, I mean,
I've never cooked prime rib, Maven.
Me neither, actually.
I know all this talk of food.
I only like the rib that like falls off the bone, you know?
Yeah.
It's got to be tender. It was funny when Chantal went to that the Beez stream and she was trying out real coffee and realized it wasn't Starbucks. Hey, I give her props for being adventurous and trying out new place. You know, that was fun to see something a little different. But I was like, girl, this isn't Starbucks.
Wallace said you're a step above Natter, Maven, because he can't cook, but he plays one on YouTube for sure.
Well, in this country, they let teenagers, you know, work in kitchens, so we can't really assume it all works the same over there.
And like he didn't make the two things that you've been talking about.
Like, that's
Who
crazy.
said loser? I'm having an ADHD moment.
Oh, I did. It was a joke. Oranges, you know you're not a loser. But I'm doing you know, it's a lonely boy turkey day stream. That's all.
I appreciate all of you that came in. The talk's been good. I love to cook, Kelly, but I don't, it's not even that I'm bad at baking. I just don't enjoy baking, but I enjoy cooking.
I refuse to learn to bake because then I'm going to gain. I have a sweet tooth, and as long as I don't know how to bake, I can keep it in check. So we're not learning that. We're just not going there.
I could do both, but I'm probably a better baker.
All right.
Yeah. My son, I taught my son growing up to cook, and he has far surpassed the teacher. Like, he is an excellent, excellent cook. And then his wife bakes, so they've got it all covered. Really? See, I think baking is harder than cooking.
Do you mind if I put the reaction in here, or do you not want that?
What do you mean, the link?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't care.
I mean, they all need to know that our husbands cheat on us.
Weren't in here. You probably weren't in here yet, but when we started, I shouted out your channel.
I need to post my claim to fame, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But I don't even think I can do hyperlinks because I'm not a mod. But whatever. No, I can't. Never mind. That was fun experiment.
I've never had Baba Ganoush, but I've never even had eggplant.
Right. So then, yeah.
You're not missing much on eggplant. Usually just takes the like it's kind of tasteless in a way. I don't know. I don't really like eggplant, but some people do. It more or less takes more of the flavor from what you're making it with. Like it's not
Yeah.
that flavorful of a, vegetable. I prefer zucchini, but
I love zucchini.
oh, I love zucchini. Cook it over a skillet. You got a little butter in there, a little salt. Yes.
I like zucchini pretty much any way you cook it. I love it on the grill.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, go ahead, you guys. But the link won't show up though, clickable for you
Yeah.
guys, will it?
No, but I can put it in the comments or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, it's not a hyperlink, no.
I
don't
so
have the
wanted to
permission.
try it, Maven, because I love veggies. Oh, really?
I mean, I think you can still boomer the link, like copy and paste it, like old school style. But I don't know, that might be too much for people. But
You can send it. You can send them to my Twitter if you want, and I can
Oh,
post
okay.
them in
Hold
the
on.
chat.
Sure, we can definitely do that. Now, what's your Twitter? Because
Do you
your
like
name.
veggies, Kelly? Some people just don't. I was blessed to like vegetables. Some people just don't like them.
I really like raw vegetables. So once I discovered that, I've been eating a lot more. Like there's some I like cooked, but I always see like vegetables cooked all the time. And then I don't know. It's more, I like the raw ones. So I've been doing more of that. But I don't know. I think a lot of it is just, I like the crunch of the raw ones. As weird as that is to say out loud. I love the crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, I just found you. Okay.
Good night, Muse.
There's the link on in your DMs.
Oh, is now leaving? Night now. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Ooh, eggplant tempura. I love that.
Oh, I'll just put the link in the private chat in here. Hey, I just put the link in the private chat in here. That'll work easier.
Sandra.
Yeah, I can't do the eggplant. So when she confesses that she's back with him, are you guys gonna just
Ignore it.
Yeah, ignore it.
I mean, I guess what else? I mean, she doesn't leave you many options, to be fair.
Right.
I mean,
All right, what is there to say?
there are people that are pretty good at toting that line. Like they know just how much to like
Right.
say without getting blocked, but that's like a skill. Like I couldn't do it. So
I do a lot of times too, Kelly. I'm not. Maybe I'm fooling you guys. I'm not a talkative person at all in real life. I'm really quiet. So a lot of times I do just sit in the chat and and read and listen to her.
oh, I'm the same in real life. I'll say I have better manners in real life, but I'm the same. Like I'm a little more well mannered in real life, but I'm definitely the same loudmouth that I am.
I usually just say my good morning or whatever when she comes on. Then if there's something, I'll chat because I'm usually at work. I know, amazing. I have a job.
Wow, guys, did you hear it?
I know, I am a working
You're
BRB.
ruining our image.
We should have little badges. Oh my gosh, little
Yes.
badges.
I have
for
a full-time
working
job.
BRB.
I know, amazing.
we get little badges for the working VIPs? I would troll with that. Like, if you ever get a big channel and you have memberships, you can have a working VIP.
Right. Working VIP, cheating husband VIP, drug addict kid VIP.
House arrest.
Right, house arrest.
Man, that'd be a great idea for a channel. I gotta get on house arrest, y'all. I gotta watch. Oh, a day in the life on house arrest. Oh man, that'd be it. Someday,
I would
guys.
love house arrest. It would give me a reason to stay in the house.
Yes, and I would do like confessionals where I'm like, it's day 335 and I'm just coming to grips with the fact of I miss breaking the law, but I can't do it anymore.
Where is incoming is YTR's. Maven, if you want, I don't know if you have Twitter, you can tweet or DM me the link for yours.
We can arrange that. Well, I need a car. I can just steal one. No, I'm just like, I wouldn't do that, but
So am I, Kelly. I'm on my last one home.
I get to know the VIPs and they have no idea who I am. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Sandra.
I know, they're funny.
Kelly, are you in the chat, in her chat?
I do 2 oranges. Maybe it is Madison because I'm not far from there and we make it here.
You know what? I've learned a lot watching Chantal that a lot of people are just super lonely and want to
my Twitter's up at the top of the screen, Maven.
Yeah, I'm sure she does keep a lot of people company.
Yeah. So really, the best thing we can do is, well, I need to quit my job, get an anklet, and just
Madison,
I'll live stream all day.
Right.
Were you front lines during COVID, Madison? I can't even imagine.
Oh, wow. Wow, props to you, Madison. Right. I had a nurse in my chat the other day, and I was like, well, she's a regular. But anyway, I was like, I don't know how you do what you do, and props to you. Because it is a hard job. They said it's at the top. Hold up, let me see.
It's scrolling up at the top of the screen.
Carb Maven, what do you have on your channel? Like low carb dishes and stuff, like keto things, or like what you eat, or it's other stuff?
Oh yeah, I can post hers in the DM too if you want.
Oh, okay, Kelly.
We need to expand our, our Chantal rehab group. But we're addicts. We'll be back.
Well, that's why I like DC's channel, because DC's been doing all those other crazy mystery things now, which I'm really enjoying.
Yeah, I really like DC's content, and she does do variety over there.
Yeah.
She covers, and I don't know. I've been a fan of DC for a while.
Yeah, I've been watching her for a couple of years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, when she started doing ALR and Chantal, I was like, I need to watch these two on my own.
Yes. See, they were the gateway drug. I know I found Chantal through Amber.
Sandra, my husband is more of a drama person than I am. He loves the drama and everything when it's going on.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I put Maven's channel
No, mine is
URL in.
like, why do I have to wake up to her every morning? She's still on.
Well, he has complained that he's heard her, in his words, he's had to listen to her droning on in his sleep because I leave my iPad going.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to corrupt, the next person I date. So it'll be fine. I'm pretty convincing, so I think he'll be
That
all
sounds
right.
like that sounds like my son's oranges. Yeah, my youngest son told me, Mom, I'll subscribe and I'll even put it on and let it play, but I can't sit and listen to it. And I was like, it's okay.
Oh, that's sweet. He can mute it and just give you the view.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, that's support right there.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Great.
That's what my nephew did the other day. He's like, what's the name of that channel?
Zachary Michael's not bad. I don't mind him so much.
Who do you guys not like in the reaction community?
I think I mentioned already, I'm sure you can figure it out.
FFG?
Yeah.
Well, FFG blocked me on Twitter even though I wasn't even following her because I called her a cow tipper and I went in on her and but I was just telling her what she needed to hear. I even said like no hate whatever, but I was like, dude, you're cow tipping. So she blocked me.
I did watch FFG a lot, and then
yeah,
when she started getting like really nasty with the things she was saying,
right.
I stopped watching her.
For me, it's just the cockiness. I'm just kind of like, chill, girl. Tone it down a little. We've been here for longer than you, and we know more about her than you do, so just relax.
And when you guys watch like replays of
I mean, I don't want to say who I don't like if they're like your friends.
Oh, I'm not friends with anyone. I mean,
okay.
I'm an island. I mean, who have I been? I'll say hi in DC's and she'll say hi to me. She knows who I am, but we're not friends. We're not like, we don't talk, nothing at all. I watch her channel and say hi to her, whatever. But I like Yaba. I like DC.
Yeah, I like Yaba and DC also.
But really, I don't really watch I really pretty much watch Yaba and DC now. I don't like any of the people.
When you watch replays, do you put your speed up? Like do you change your speed to like 1 1/4 or 1.5 times when you're watching something back? I can't watch. When I used to watch FFG and I'd have my speed up, oh my gosh, she would make me dizzy. She's so dang hyper anyway, and then you put her on high speed. Whoa.
Yeah, you can't with her. You can't with her. But a lot of them you can. Or like, there's a lot of things I'll put on 1.25, but I won't do like chipmunk style.
Right.
Yes, I'm Switzerland. Although I do use colorful language, I am a very. It's cringy, but I am a very passionate person. I'm a hot-blooded Italian, and I'm very expressive. But for me, it's not as deep as it's not that deep. We have a lot of discussions, but at the end of the day, whatever happens to Chantal is going to keep me awake. For better, for worse. Like when you brought up a show, I do view it a lot more like that, too. So I definitely get that. But I just want to prepare people because I wouldn't say I'm as crazy as like with FFG, how hyper shit, but I do get but that's why it bothers me when people say, oh, not her, when she tries to explain it, like, oh, he's just really passionate. I'm like, no. There's a difference between being like expressive and being abusive. Like, I'm not abusive, I don't like that he's being lumped in with that idea because no. Like, let's not do that, But yeah, with Chantal, if anyone's watching and they're used to like nice channels like this over here with the VIBs, well, just expect that this is a reaction channel. It's a little different over there, but we have a good time too. We're laughing, we're playing around. If I call Chantal a cow, just don't get triggered, okay? That's all I'm trying to ask. I know a lot of people view that as fat shaming, but I call her a cow because she's a low cow. And I know, yeah, she's fat, so it is a little funny. Okay, sorry. But at the end of the day, for me, it's more just funny because of her behavior. It's not even her looks. She does it to herself by showing her messy room and this, that, the other. And to be honest, those are some of the most disturbing things for me. I get very triggered by her state of living and her not ever having clean underwear. And, like, there's certain things that really, you never know what's going to set me off in the moment of that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Chantal, she makes us laugh. She makes us frustrated. That's Chantal. She brings out a lot of things out of us, pretty much anyone that watches her. So, I'm just saying, if I call her a cow or something, I'm not going to change my language just because if there's new people. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't kiss
No,
butt.
right. No,
And,
yeah. That's
but
understandable, yeah.
but for me, I'm not like I don't hate the girl at all. I'm being shown this stuff. She's putting it up of her own volition, you know. Um, and yeah, people do, cross the line or whatever. I really don't like when people are DMing her, emailing her, unnecessary commenting on her crap, and
Hmm.
just super chatting just to like say some messed up stuff. To me, if you're giving her money, you have no right to say crap like that. You are still supporting her one way or another, and if they think it's trolling, this, that, the other, they're looking stupid. And I truly think that, like, I think, like, sometimes I'll see like the super chats you're talking about, and I roll my eyes too. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What do you think you're really doing?
Right. You're
Because
just wasting
you're no
money.
better, and also they're no better too because they're watching her. Like, they want to act like they're too good for this crap, so they're gonna sit there and give her money while demeaning her, but they're still here like everyone else. So it's like, you're not better than the rest of us. You just think you are. I admit openly, like you guys did earlier, that, like, yeah, I do enjoy the show, the drama, whatever. It is her life. Whatever happens, happens. And hell, she wants people to be more like kind of apathetic. So honestly, it's whatever at this point. But I do, obviously, I don't want her to have, I don't wish someone to be abused, but
Right, right.
she's willingly choosing to go back. I just don't
Yeah.
know.
I know, yeah. And it's so we talk about that, like, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. Sometimes you just want to pull your hair out and you're screaming at your device and like, no.
As soon
Yeah.
as she signs off, I'm like, Danny, she's on the way back there.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope that you guys in time get more VIBs in here though, because I would love to talk to people even more on the other side, and I'll even behave even a little more. Like, just to pick their brain a little, just to ask them a little questions or something, just because I am genuinely, I don't understand it, but I also like
Neither are
it.
we, Orange. I'm obsessed with that. I have no issue with that.
Well, I said we're all sickos. What did I say the other day? I said we're all sickos in here.
Yeah, there's no such thing as normal on YouTube.
We wake up and we see if she's been live or someone else in the verse, in the girl verse, you know. Oh, but it's a nice distraction. I'll be honest. Look, I'll be honest. Watching her, sometimes it does make you feel like you're doing something right. I I'm not gonna claim that that's healthy, but when I watch Chantal, I'm like, whoop, 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 we made it, girl. Like, we had a rough start. We didn't have all the pieces, but hey, I mean, in a twisted way, it's almost inspirational, though. uh, all right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off of here. We have so much to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I just realized it's 12
See,
a.m.
that's
the
the
time
stuff that I like leaving. I like just the real life, you know what I mean? The vlogger channels. I love the vlogger channels.
I want to do that at some point, but I would probably, I would have to live by myself, so someday maybe.
YTR, you
Oh,
do videos every day, or you have like set days?
oh yes, I do a stream every day. Once in a blue moon, I take a night off, but it's rare.
That's all right, Starlight. If y'all have been able to read my messages,
We'll probably be in your chat because we're going through
I'm
withdrawal already.
typing, so.
All right.
Thanks,
Well, thank
Madison.
you for
So did
having
we.
me.
Oh, you're welcome. Come back. And
Oh,
thanks
yeah.
again for the
Yes.
push.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Oh,
we'll be back
yes.
tomorrow, so everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Get your pies.
You know what I was thinking, and tell me if this is cheesy, but so, I mean, a lot of people are alone for the holidays, and actually, YTR, your stream is what made me think of this. And being that like a lot of people are alone for the holidays and stuff, wouldn't it be nice if we could like set up where somebody was like live streaming the whole day on Thanksgiving? You know, like I'm not saying like any one of us does it the whole day, but I mean like, okay, I'll take from, 11 to 12, you take from 12 to 1. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be nice if there was something like that so that the people that are alone on the holidays aren't alone?
Yeah. Yeah, because that would be cute. That'd be a good idea. I'm going
Thank
to
you for
do
coming
mine.
on.
Mine's going to be
Starlight.
around 3, 4 p.m. So
Great,
anyone
Kelly.
wanting to do an earlier slot,
You're going what time?
Probably like early evening, around 4. I told my people 4 p.m. So
Okay.
yeah.
I could do earlier, like, well, I mean, I can do it in the morning or I can do it, like, later in the evening or at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly. I'll come on, or even if it's just like a short clip of me, I'll come on tomorrow and say like what time, because I'm not sure exactly what time we're supposed to be everywhere on Thursday, but
Yeah,
I just thought there are so many people that are, homebound and
well,
they don't.
I'm probably gonna live stream a bit more than that, but I'll probably be on.
No, that's good. That's good because I know sometimes on the holidays, like there's hardly anybody on streaming.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. I did do last year. I was alone last year, and I was so depressed, dude. So yeah, I think this year I'll, and if somebody has time, whatever, if I notice one of y'all is live and I've been live for a bit, I don't mind hopping off. We can, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'd be good.
What's the emergency, Carb? We'll wait.
Oh, Lord. You can't say stuff like that in here. What'd she do now? No. She's like, oh no. Mm-mm-mm.
Can you guys see that normal? Mm-hmm. On my screen, it's just like a white blob. Can you guys see that?
It looks like it's supposed to be red with white letters. Like it's coming through like very, very faint.
Yeah.
Maybe you can change the color scheme or no?
Oh, wait, okay.
Yes, I have an Instapot.
Hmm.
So I'll make you boiled eggs in it.
Oh, really? You know what? I had found a potato salad, which we have like a family recipe that we make our potato salad. And so I got in trouble when I did this. But I had found a new potato salad recipe. And the recipe called for you to use your Instapot to do your potatoes and your eggs, but you did them in your Instant Pot at the same time. Like you put your potatoes in there and you put the eggs in so that you boiled your eggs and your potatoes at the same time. And it worked really good.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm scared of the Instapot. You know, I
was just
cook
gonna
so
say I had one and it scared me and I
I'll
returned
try
it.
it. Oh,
Really? Oh my
thank
gosh,
goodness.
that's so easy.
Thank you. I've been feeling so bad.
So I returned it and I got an air fryer. That's easier.
That would be so me. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm scared of the air fryer too, but I think it'd be more maybe possible. Maybe I do love the rice cooker thing. And
I
it
love
does have
mine
like a
too,
little
Scarlett.
shelf for meat, so I
But you're
do
supposed to be
that.
able to do hard-boiled eggs in the air fryer too.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't remember how many
I've
minutes you have
never
to keep
done
it in for,
that.
but I've heard that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared of all these new appliances.
The air fryer doesn't scare me. That's easy.
I know they make
There's
it
no
easier,
valves
but
and
I'm
steam that's got to come out and burn me to death. Yeah.
valves. I mean,
I
seriously,
love the air fryer
valves.
too.
And the warning label, it'll blow up the top. I'm like, no, who's going back?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, this isn't coming into my house. No, we're not doing this anymore.
You guys are nuts. I love my Instant Pot. You need to get one again.
I'm not
It's the
getting an
best
appliance that's gonna
roast
explode.
ever.
Yeah. I could do a roast in a crock pot, just like my mom did.
Yes, I love my crock pot.
I still use
It's
my
okay
crock
that it
pot.
takes 12 hours. It's fine.
Well, when you work, it's good because you go to work and your food's cooking and you
Exactly.
come
When you have a full-time job, you could do things like that.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
Sandra,
saying,
that's
I'm
awful.
Oh,
Right,
I
Scarlett?
call back.
Y'all are nuts.
Oh, callbacks.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna get off now, but yeah, I'll update tomorrow. What
Where's your
time it's
pumpkin
on.
pie head? You didn't put it on?
Oh, here. You want to see my pumpkin pie?
All right. Well, yeah, on Thursday
I
I'll
told them I
probably
was gonna go live like this.
That's amazing.
Or like this, but it looks like I'm wearing a doodle on my head.
That is awesome. I like that. I think go with the hat thing. Although it does look phallic. I don't know if you want to do
There's
that.
this one.
Yes. I like the turkey.
Wait, there was one more.
Oh, I don't like that one. Oh no.
Oh no, are you scared?
The turkey scaring you? I like the fat little legs though.
Oh,
The
I
legs
can't
are-
find the other one. There
The
was
legs
one
are
that was like,
wiggling. Oh my gosh.
bye, Bada Bing. Thanks for coming in.
Oh,
Bye. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. I'll post just quickly tomorrow. I don't have a community tab yet, so I'll just do like a quick video.
Yeah, tomorrow
that's why
I'm
we
good in
need,
the
like-
morning and I'm good after because I'm just prepping everything and then I'm probably good tomorrow night. Thanksgiving,
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. We will try to come on then tomorrow night. Don't be upset if we don't. I don't want to get like hate if I say I'm going to be here and I'm not here.
Nobody, you can't give
Don't
anybody hate with that
overdo it.
turkey on your head right now. Nobody's taking you seriously, so don't worry about
All right. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
coming in. See you later.